that burnt, right? And then I found out, right, which I didn't know this, right? A spool of wire, like an extension cord that's in a freaking spool, and you only plug like one side of it to the power tool and the other one to the outlet. All that current that's running through that freaking wire in the spool is actually kind of like a coil on a stove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That whole fucking bloody thing caught on fire, right? And my boss, this is when I was actually working on construction. My boss is like, "What is that smell?" And I was like, "I don't know. It smells like burning plastic." I freaking walk around the freaking the
Plastic
sub,
nose.
yeah, subfloor, right? I'm looking underneath the freaking subfloor, and underneath the subfloor, the freaking damn spool of wire that I had is caught on fire. Now I'm like, unplug the wire. He said, which one? There's like about 6 wires plugged up to different things. And I'm like, unplug all of them, man. And he had a hard time
Anyone
doing it
heard from
because
Argyle lately? How's Argyle doing? I don't remember
Um,
his.
I talked to him a couple days ago, not too long though. Pretty much has just stopped doing D&D entirely. He's been working on his life. Think things are going well for him.
Waiting for you to tell me that he was
What's wrong
in
with that?
prison. Called you from prison to say hi.
the one that just became recently a homeless.
This is a collect call from.
No.
Answer the phone, Tim.
Did I make it to level 8?
I haven't
Alright.
heard from Meg either, so hopefully she pops in later.
So she said she was going to be here. Saw her post the other day.
Well, then I will hold her to it.
We'll just send her a message and be like, you're missing out on the XP.
So does everybody remember where we left off last time?
Yeah, we got out of that egg place and started walking.
Barely.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got perfect HP.
You did thunderous voice and attracted probably like a half dozen more.
Yes.
You that made that more difficult. I just want you to know that.
Hey, look. My objective was to get them away from the others so they can get out of there. And it worked.
That's fine. Snags was being greedy. He wanted to get a whole carton of them.
So, yeah, you guys ended up in a skirmish of things, grabbing one single egg, and
out of all that, just one single egg.
and taking off like a bat out of hell. Currently,
and we got a gimpy orphan.
Yeah, you have a gimpy, one-legged drow woman now traveling with you.
I fold her up into a backpack and place her on my back.
Oh, you can't fold her up. There's like a backpack.
She looks at you very very concerned when you say that. Kind of looks at Ulin and Snags. Is his brain been addled at all? Does he always talk like that?
Many times.
Oh, okay, so that's normal.
Why do you ask?
I figured, we could just, I could put her on my back, right, and give her a weapon. That way, she could protect my back.
So you want to carry me? I may be one-legged now, but I'm perfectly fine of taking care of myself. You don't need to trouble with me.
I'll just give her my sheet
You watch
to
as
like
you
sit
guys
on
walk.
as it
She's
flies.
like, as you guys walk, she is just holding the wall, just propping herself up that way, and just kind of. If she gets away from the wall, she's probably gonna fall. But for now, she's good.
Can she just shoot on my
Snags can
seat?
walk and a lot of flying apparatuses, and I got a griffin she could ride on. I could walk.
I'm sure the griffin could hold both.
Yeah, there's
weight
probably
since
room.
she's only a quarter of a woman now.
And I'm a guy. Yeah, she weighs as much as a goblin.
Well, I mean, if you'd be willing to let me, I would not say no.
We don't want to be slowed down.
You'll slow us down. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I'll carry Snags.
Just put the goblin on your shoulders, carry him around like your child.
There's like Yoda and Luke's.
So yeah, she
Master, smack him.
with great effort she climbs up on top of this griffin. You guys continue on. From the directions that Vizerin had given you before, you know that this Beholder's Lair is only about 12 miles away. Maybe less than half a day's travel.
So we travel half, take a nap, then travel the rest.
We're high enough level. We probably know that there's layer effects for things like that spread out. How far out would just like a couple miles, or would we affect it even 10 miles away?
It's kind of hard telling because you don't even know where his established layer starts and ends yet. So
Right.
you just know that it's rumored to be 12 miles away from where you're at.
All right. Yeah, what Chris said. Go halfway and find a good spot to crash.
Okay. So 6 miles away, you kind of find the aftermath of where all these purple worms swarmed earlier, overlapping tunnels with some rubble left over. It makes it kind of easy for you to find a good alcove cave to set yourself up in. It's really high up, but with the majority of you having flying apparatus, it is almost no effort to get up there and make yourself a cozy little bedding down. And it's pretty much been like a half a day. So what are you guys doing with the rest of your day before you go to bed then?
Cooking food.
Since you have this little bit of downtime.
Snags will probably worry about the basic necessities and just make some food. Make a soup or something.
Okay.
Set up my little fortress.
Okay, yeah, so you set it up.
If there's room for it.
Yeah, it's pretty shallow ceilings in this place, but you already know how this thing works. When you set it up, it expands taller and it breaks through the ceiling a little bit. So it looks like the top section of your tower is like in the ceiling now. But if it's
I don't want to do that too often because I don't want to chance damaging it. But if it breaks it away, that can also cause a cave in. So I can just do a dome if we need. That'll be easier.
I mean, dome should be fine considering that it from underneath us can something get us.
Yeah.
You're just gonna do the dome instead?
I don't want to chance damaging. Snags would be careful. Caution is his middle name.
Okay, so like we'll just say that what I just said was like you previewing that in your mind and it going really badly. Habs crushed by falling rocks. Krez somehow is accidentally under it. It's just bad all over it.
Yeah, you guys just see Snags just like looking up and looking around and okay. And then he just casts the spell and you guys have a dome.
Wonderful.
So we can take a nap.
What is not Jose, Hab Waters, what is he doing for this, I don't know, like 3 hours before you go to bed time?
Okay, for 3 hours, I mean, how much healing do you get from that, by the way?
Well, technically at the end of this, you guys you're just waiting for the end of the day so you can rest and continue on because you know you're close to where you're going, but you don't want to go in unprepared.
Okay, let me see, how many healing potions we got?
You don't need to take healing potions. What are you doing?
Are you wounded?
Yeah, I got 13. I'm down 13 points of damage.
We're gonna take a long rest here in just a second.
You're
Yeah.
down.
Okay.
Just
That's
said.
what I meant. All right, so
Uh,
I just take a look at my equipment, do any prepping I need to do. All right.
Okay. So you look over your equipment, your sword. It's a little bit dirtier than when you initially came down here, but that's to be expected after some adventuring done. You still have your broken bow.
Oh yeah, go
Um,
ahead and start fixing that.
You can try.
Oh, wait, the string is just broken, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I restring it.
you can try. Make a survival check.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 1. That's a total of 7.
Yeah, it breaks
Oh.
the stock of the bow too. So now it is completely fucked.
Just walking around.
Yeah, we'll say that took about like an hour and a half for you to get that far to figure out the lengths of the string that you would need to make up the distance. And then you go to try it and you're pulling really hard to get it to that other rung and snap. This bow just
Yeah.
breaks right in the middle.
Damn it, Jim.
Uh
I put it away. I think about. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy myself a new bow.
okay. Krez, in this time, what are you doing?
Well, I'm just heating up food.
You just
I got
cooking your
drier
food?
legs to eat and some pounds of lizard meat that needs to be eaten.
Yeah, make me shit. Just do like a flat D20 roll for a spoil check. Just to see if this is somehow spoiled.
12.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna say at least like 2 of those lizard steaks have expired. You open your pack and it smells horrible, like rotted meat.
I'm still gonna cook it.
I know that smell. Yuck.
Once it's cooked, it'll be
Um,
fine.
You're just gonna cook it anyways.
Yeah, like what's
Oh god.
what's the worst that
Give it to the
happens?
goblin. Give it to the goblin. He'll eat anything.
Okay, so you pull those
He
out.
just glares at you.
You pull those out and you stick them up and grill them just how you would any other meat. And the smell of like the sour
Yeah.
smell kind of goes away eventually. But these steaks compared to like other ones that you just cooked, they look visibly different.
Oh, I'm
Or
sure.
the ones that are not as old, they're like a normal looking steak where the expired ones are somewhat green.
Gray, green and gray.
Well, Snags has greater restore, so but you'll have to wait because he's out of 5th level slots.
Oh, I'm good.
Do you eat them?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna eat them.
Okay, make me a constitution check.
Against
Snags
poisoning?
is just watching, fascinated.
No.
Is it
It's
a
actually
check or a
not
save?
poison. It is a save.
Okay. So natural 20 for 28.
Okay, yeah. You definitely feel this thing
You
hit
have
your
bad
stomach in the
farts.
wrong way.
Mhm.
And
Horrible farts.
yeah, you like it your stomach churns for like a half a minute afterwards, and you feel like you're about to just bust. Like you're like, this is coming out one end, and you muscle yourself, your abs in some way to force it down, and you just crack the worst fart.
Oh.
It makes the
Can I
fire
be
like kind of
inside
bit.
the
Turn
dome?
purple.
Can I be inside the dome
Oh yeah, you're
beforehand?
definitely inside the dome.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking Dutch
Everyone-
I'm gonna recast it with him on the outside. You can't come in. It probably wouldn't bother
Enjoy.
him. I mean, he lives in the fated breach with 1,000 goblins. I'm sure it doesn't smell great.
Yeah, it doesn't smell good at all. It smells like a mixture of fish and like really, really sweaty boot smell.
He just associates that as barbarian smell now. So that's what a barbarian smells like.
We'll say that took you about like 2 hours. Is that about what all you're gonna do until you go to bed?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I always play music before I pass out, so I'll get my bird pipes out, which are made from bat bones, and just play like a long, sonorous, like Dark Crystal when they're playing those flutes.
Oh yes.
Just kind of slow and sleepy sounding. That's all.
Okay. So that brings us to Ulin. What's Ulin doing in this couple 3 hours before bed?
Cleaning all my gear, like my sword and my armor.
You all love my performance, FYI.
And doing like push-ups and sit-ups and all that.
Okay. So you're just working on physical fitness and maintaining your gear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, some of you take a look at your gear, like your sword and your shield. You know the shield isn't like technically the original one, or it's not exactly the way it was when you came down here. And you just kind of sit and marvel at how time has changed your things and how like you could even tell that from sharpening and maintaining this blade, it has gotten just a little bit shorter, but it's still just as sharp as the day you got it. The shield, yeah, it looks different, but it's worn and it has almost like character to it from the scars of battle.
That's the shield that the flying shield.
What was that?
That is flying.
Oh, that wasn't you. So yeah, you guys all kind of relax for the next couple hours. I mean, a little bit more than others. Krez, you got some farting going on, but other than that, it's not that big a deal.
Oh.
Snags just wraps his head in like a slightly wet, like towel, and goes to sleep. It'll keep the smell out.
Oh, you sealed it. Yes, I get it.
From the chlorine gas.
There you go.
Throw water at my PC, hooker.
Sea hooker.
Did you just call me a hooker?
Called my
I
wife
know,
a
right?
hooker. Washed her hands and then fluck water at me, but there was a freaking my PC is sitting right on the table.
No.
Trying to break my PC just so she don't want me to play D&D. How rude. Just bought this.
Rude.
So we're taking a long rest?
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
Random encounters.
Level 13.
Say the word, DM, and we'll do it. We'll get it done.
Do it.
So fast.
Yeah. Done.
Yeah,
Long
I
rest.
didn't imagine a level 13 would get you guys a lot
3.5
of stuff.
seconds.
I think like maybe Snags gets another spell, and Krez, I don't know what he gets. I honestly don't know.
I get another improved brutal strike now.
And you get another hit die. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, but now I get sundering. So when I sunder something when I attack it, the next attack roll made by another creature against the target gains +5 to the roll.
That's pretty cool.
So it's almost like Guiding Bolt, but it's just a flat +5. Or I can Staggering Strike it, and it has disadvantage on its next saving throw it makes, and it can't make opportunity attacks until the start of my next turn.
Okay. All right. It's not too bad.
It's like suddenly Berserker Barbarian is now also like a buffing class. It's like, you want an extra chance to hit? Here's a +5 for it. DM's note. Increase all characters by 5 AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has a 28 AC now. You guys are never gonna beat this.
That's okay, because we got somebody that can cast spells.
Yay! Helpful goblin.
Plus, I'm at 174 HP now.
Good God.
Nice. That's awesome.
All I get is another use of indomitable.
I spilled some beer on me. My shirt is now wet.
I didn't do it.
Oh, I forgot it was a brand new beer that I just opened, so I hadn't drank it out of it yet, and I turned it too fast.
So,
Note to self: don't drive anywhere.
I'm taking regenerate and teleportation, and Goodberry. I'm switching out a spell also. Switching out
Sweet.
spells. So what's the girl's name that lost her leg?
Han.
Han. So when she's sleeping, I'm just gonna come up and like touch her hand while she's sleeping and cast regenerate on her. So when she wakes up, she'll have a leg.
Well, being an elf, she trances. So as you touch her hand, she immediately startles awake, pulls her
Excuse
hand
me.
back, reaches for her
No.
sword.
You pervert.
Do you want a leg?
What?
Give me your hand if you want a leg.
She like slowly, like very questionably, leaves her hand off her sword, keeping her other hand on the hilt still, and just slowly reaches for yours.
Okay, so he takes her hand with one, and he takes out his because he's a bard, so he's going to use his little hand drum, and he's just going to start doing a rhythmic drum of like a heartbeat, and it's going to start raising her heartbeat, and that's how he's going to cast the spell. It takes 1 minute, so he tells her to just close her eyes, start listening to the music, and the next thing you know, you're going to have a leg.
Okay, I guess we can try.
Quit talking.
Okay.
Listen to music. And so, yeah, he'll cast regenerate on her.
Okay. And that brings
Duration.
back limbs?
They immediately get 48 plus 15 hit points for the duration. The target rates 1 hit point at the start of each of its turn. Any severed body parts regrow after 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, at the end of the minute, and you stop your drumming, she slowly doesn't even open her eyes yet. She just takes her hand off of yours and reaches for the leg that was gone. And she feels flesh.
And I just pat her shoulder and get up and walk off.
Excitedly as she grabs her leg and she says, what do I owe you for this? This is
I've
pretty
already
important."
walked off.
But
He's got your extra leg.
Yeah, I'm keeping that one. No, I'm just kidding.
He's gonna make a lamp out of it.
oh God.
Oh man. You talked about the steady heartbeat. The only thing I've thought of was like Jumanji's.
I kind of thought of that too, not gonna lie. So you guys are all awake now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as you guys are slowly waking up and you all finally get together, I think it's very safe to say you all come to the realization that Han's leg is regrown.
It's a miracle. Tiamat praise.
It is pretty nice. Yet
Yeah.
again, I can't thank you enough.
Oh, you're welcome.
So wait a minute, this leg grew in like instantly. It's not like
2
It was
minutes.
like
something
over a
out
minute.
of Deadpool where she has like one toddler leg and the regular one is regular.
I mean, it grows in. It's small first.
Yeah, it did that over the course of a minute. Like it was very small, and then it was a little bit bigger, and now it's big. Yeah, you all come to that realization. You guys are about 6 miles out. You guys get together and go then?
Oh yeah.
Nothing else you guys do before you head out?
I let out any of the last gas I might have from the night before.
Yeah, get rid of all that.
As the dome drops, the only other thing you guys hear in this tunnel is the long, steady flatulence of Krez. It lasts for like
Mwah.
8 seconds, and it's finally done.
It's pretty impressive.
And you know, like Krez, your stomach is so tore up from that night. Like it was, you got a decent night's rest, but it was just like you woke up a couple times, like, oh, what's wrong? Oh, my stomach.
The cold sweats where you just like lay on the cold floor and hope for the best.
Exactly. So you travel the 6 miles, and as you get to like mile 5.5, on the walls you start to see carved into the stone. It looks like a large eye. It kind of is the signal to tell you that you might be going in the right direction.
I feel the eye. Does
Eventually
it
just
feel
quiet.
carved recently?
Make an investigation check.
Oh yeah, that's gonna go well. 8.
You know that they did it probably with a knife because it's not very clean.
Wait a second. Carved with knife?
Is it like small marks in it or like kind of like claw marks?
If you, it doesn't look like claws. You know that.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait. Hey, Snags.
Hmm?
What's the likelihood that a beholder has cult following?
Very likely. They call them minions. That's what I would call them.
Because this was carved with a knife, not with like magic.
Well, they can also be very dexterous with their telekinesis eye stalks.
I don't know. I don't know. Might have something more to fight than just a beholder.
Maybe.
Hey, moving on.
So, why don't you guys give me a rundown of what your marching order is right now? As you get farther past this eye, it starts to become a very tight tunnel where you can only walk single file.
Oh, I'll be up front.
Okay.
I'll be behind crows.
Okay.
I'll be in the middle somewhere, up on my mount, if possible.
Say-
Otherwise,
Put that girl in the middle and I'll be behind her.
Wait
Taking
a
up the rear.
second. Wait a second. Shouldn't we leave her like a mile back with the egg and not take her into this situation? Wait, weren't we
thought
supposed
the
to
egg was
teleport
in
her in the
the-
morning?
I thought the egg was in Helena's stuff.
Yeah,
her
Helena from the
portable.
back of the pack. She pats her pack, the handy haversack where the portable hole, or somewhere where the portable hole is stashed at. And she's like, the only way they get the egg is they kill me.
Oh, so do we leave her here and not take her into the beholder nest?
Han kind of speaks up
I
and
just
says,
healed her.
I get
says,
that.
honestly, I've seen how you guys work. I'm just
No, I
gonna
mean, I just healed her. I don't want her to go getting hurt again.
Yeah.
She's like, I've seen you guys operate. I think I'll stay out here.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she says to you guys.
Yeah, so we don't need homegirl coming into this fight.
And she kind of like bumps up to Rags, who's already kind of really cramped in this tunnel. She's like, I can keep watch of your steed here.
My
If
steed
it's-
goes with me.
Oh, she looks a little disappointed. Well, then I will wait your return. And you proceed on. The light is in here is a little bit dim. this glowing lichen has grown and clung to the walls where it can. But the path that you're on soon turns to wood plank on rope, a bridge over a massive chasm. And I've started the map if you guys want to go ahead and look at that.
Yeah.
What's new? Hitting backspace to delete while editing monster view will no longer delete token. Resistance,
Governors.
vulnerabilities, and immunities are now correctly displayed in the monster stat block. Nice.
So as you guys come in here, you hear numerous footsteps to see a large chasm, probably about 100 foot wide, numerous rope bridges going about this chasm to other little tunnels, and a large number of other people seem to be wearing chains. They look like slaves. They're moving about, carrying numerous things, fixing this bridge. There's a couple of them standing by these large, what look like shafts in the ground and ceiling, and they're operating lifts. It is a little decently lit in here, but you guys know that this pit is deep because even with your distance of dark vision, you can't see the bottom.
Definitely something you would find in a lair of a beholder.
And
So
Krez,
We can't see the bottom?
no.
No, not good. Not good at all.
And as
So-
you are first in line, Krez, you will notice that there is a baldish looking man with 8 eyes tattooed on the top of his forehead. He's wearing black robes, and he is walking on this bridge directly towards you guys. Looks like he has a welcoming gesture on he's giving.
Okay.
Eventually, he gets up to you and says, "Welcome, welcome to the Vast Oblivium, friends."
The Vast
what?
Oblivium.
I assume you're here to meet my master, the great Karazakar. Am I correct?
You could say that.
We've come to exchange stuff.
Ooh, exchange stuff. What kinds of stuff, little goblin?
What types of things is he interested in?
Oh,
What is this guy?
the guy
who
you're
is this
talking
guy?
to?
Yeah, what is he? What's his race and stuff?
He is a human,
Okay.
and yeah, he's just bald. He's got a very pale complexion, and he's got 8 eyes tattooed on the top of his bald head.
Yeah.
From your angle, you can probably only see 2.
Out of curiosity, how many people work under your master?
Oh, my master has a number of we could call them workers under his employ. About, I'd say, 100 now.
100. Okay. They all
Yes.
human?
I can make.
No, the majority of them are dark elves. But there are a few dwarves, there are a few humans.
Cool. And your master is below us, above us, across the bridge, over that side of the bridge.
Thundering out from the above you, you hear, "He is above you, and you shall remember that. It'd be good." And
Look
floating
up
down from the
slowly.
ceiling, yeah, it's very slowly comes a gigantic beholder, bigger than the one that you've seen before. And the one thing that kind of ties them to being different is this particular beholder seems to have extra limbs. It seems
Creepy.
that somehow it has gotten hold of other eye stalks from beholders and have somehow crudely stitched them to himself.
Creepy.
Yeah, so where like a normal beholder has like 10 eyes or tentacles, he has about 15 or 16.
He's compensating for something.
Or he's just a badass. Where's our talker at? Where's Helena?
She
Goblins will screw it up.
Well, I mean, we came here for something. Have what we want. We might have something you need. Get into anything, bigs per se for trade?
This servant kind of turns around to Karazakar, and they just kind of stare at each other for a second. Karazakar starts to float downwards, keeping his gaze on all of you while this is going on. The man in front of you, he says, "The master would like to speak to you in a little bit more of a private area. Follow me. Allow me to introduce myself formally. I am known as Shedrak of the Eyes."
Oh,
Hello, I'm Snags.
I'm Krez.
And healing up from the back, she's like, "That's Hab. That's Ulin. That's the lift we need to get on. Get on it now."
So let's go. I got
Yeah,
no
so you
problems.
guys all head to the center of this convergence of all these bridges. They're on many different levels. There's a lift at your level, and it is just big enough for you all to fit on it. You like even as Hab is like the last one to get on it, you guys all feel the weight of it and very quickly start in a controlled way traveling downwards into the darkness of the pit. You get maybe like 150 feet down, and it's like a soul bridge. And Karazakar sitting at the middle of it. Yes,
Did he like zoom down below us faster, or?
Oh yeah, he took off way before you guys even got on the lift.
Okay. Was I not able to bring my
Griffin?
my griffin rags?
Shedrak would have told you that Rags needs to stay at the entrance.
And why is that?
It is a little bit of two things. For one, we would be most uncourteous hosts if we were to have to kill your pet.
Oh yes, of course. It's just a spell. It's no big deal. And he's ready to move on. But mentally, I will tell Rags when I call, come and attack the beholder when I call.
Okay. And Rags acknowledges this and kind of in their own way tells you, "I'm waiting in the wing for you."
I just give him a affirmation, like a mental nod. So what do we see as we're going down? Like, are this just like walls?
Yeah, they're
Is
just
this...
tapering down. You see a little bit of like caverns where it looks like there's a small eating area for them to gain sustenance from eating just a little bit that they're offered. It looks like they don't really get that great of a diet. It's like blue mushroom bread and the cleanest water they can find.
I don't want to like use my 22 passive perception to get like secret stuff, but do I notice anything? Like, mainly what I'm focusing on is, do these thralls, do they look like they are controlled by the beholder, or do they look like they're here on their own will?
Oh no, that's one thing you can notice, because as the lift is going down, you're looking at all of them, and they look to see who's on the lift. And as soon as they see that Shedrak is on there, they immediately double their efforts in whatever they're doing. Like there's one guy that's fixing a rope plank, and he looks up and sees Shedrak, and he immediately is just like panicking, trying to tie it as fast as he can. He almost falls off.
So
So
they're not
Shedrak
like
is
mind control, like mindless control or nothing like that. They are actually alerted to things that are going on around them. Then okay.
or it looks like Shedrak is maybe like the slave master. He's
Yeah.
like the right-hand man of Karazakar.
Right.
And the other commoners possibly might not attack us if they got freed. They might be happy to leave. That's just Snags' own mental thoughts.
So yeah, you guys get to the bottom. Karazakar is already waiting for you. Shedrak beckons you over and kind of arranges you where Karazakar wants you to be. And before bidding or leaving, he says, "Is there anything else I can do for you, Master?" He says. This giant beholder just kind of looks, like, turns to his direction, says, "Bring me a slave. A dwarven one, if you would." And he's like, "Absolutely, Master." And he goes back to the lift, and he starts trailing up. And this giant beholder turns to you all and says, "First well in the Underdark, are you? Obviously not more than myself, but I'd like to know the things that you've learned. Tell me of the interesting things you have found on your travels."
So that we don't bore you, why don't you tell us things that you're interested in, and maybe we have story that matches up with that. We like to be pleasing in our stories. I am Snags, the talebearer, after all.
"Ah, the talebearer, I see. Well, maybe you know the tale of a thing known as the maze engine."
Can I make a Arcana check or
You can
history
do
or
a
whatever?
history. You can do a history check.
Okay. 18 total.
Yeah, you don't really know anything about the maze engine.
Okay. Can't say that I do.
He kind of scoffs at that and says, "Of course not. I kind of expected you to not know more than me, because, I mean, look at me. I'm great."
You have got to have a ginormous brain, that's for sure.
"Oh, yes, it is very great. Very big indeed." And at that point, Shedrak has come back, and he has a dwarven slave. He is scared. Karazakar says, "Oh, pardon me," and turns back to all five of you and says, "My lunch just arrived."
Oh.
And he immediately just charges this bridge and swallows this slave whole. You hear him just screaming as he's swallowed up,
Oh
and
boy.
the sickening crunch of his bones as you watch him chewed to death in front of you. And at that point, I will need all of you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
16.
Considering
Plus
we're all
some
within
if
range
Helena's,
of
yeah,
Lena.
Helena.
Yeah.
So I have 13.
That's an interesting thing to know.
I got 3 total. I don't know what bonuses Helena gives you.
5, so you have a plus.
8. Okay.
Okay, so let me just look back at that. Okay, so Hab failed.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
Hab
have.
failed.
Okay. If I failed, I do have inspiration last session.
No, you didn't. You are good. So let me just do a little roll, and I'll send Hab Waters a message on what's happening. Okay.
Are we on ground now? Or are we still
No,
on bridges?
you're still over a large chasm, Still can't see the bottom. And you were on a rope bridge. It's only about 5 foot wide. Now I roll a D100.
Water gonna jump to his death or have water.
Yeah, I'm ready to leap onto somebody with the flying apparatus's back. Like a frog, if stuff
All right,
goes
Jose, I'm
sideways.
sending you a message on what happened to you. Just act the part, okay?
Don't fill it out. I got it.
How big is this cavern? Is it 5 by 5s? Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is the distance
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're on a 5 foot. So we came here to kill this thing and to take its eye stalk.
To take its central eye.
So why did we just walk into its lair? I don't understand. Why would we just waltz right in? If
That's a
we
good
were coming here
question.
to kill it, well, you kind of story led us right up to the entrance of it. You didn't ask us if we were going to do anything like come at it as like a sneak attack, get out more information first. We just like waltzed right in
Okay, well, I mean,
for no reason.
I can backtrack and start it over right at the entrance.
I'm just saying we had 6 miles to get here, and then we just kind of fast forward it to the entrance. We didn't really like were there guards coming up to it, or was there nobody until we got there?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm good to just fight this thing right here, as risky as it is. And the second that I saw the dwarf trembling, I was gonna engage and not let him just start eating the fucking thing.
I wouldn't want to just sit there and let him kill a slave. Snags is
It's
complete.
like, damn, we actually sat there and watched him get gobbled up.
But since that's already happened, I'm gonna just look at the party and be like, well, I've seen enough. Have you guys seen enough? That was a legitimate question to the rest of the party.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're missing
Oh, yeah.
Helena.
I go like,
Beholder's lairs are notorious for being full of traps and very dangerous places to go. Snags would have refused to just waltz right in there without a plan.
Yeah,
which we had
I don't know.
0.
I don't know. I think I made a really big mistake. Keep going without everybody now.
Plan A, kill the thing. Plan B, kill the thing with vengeance. Plan C, kill it harder.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
I mean, realistically, with small, there's like nowhere to run, so he'll always be able to keep a cone on us. So I won't be able to do any spells at him, and I won't even be able to throw my thing at him to try and knock him. My little tower thing. I will be useless. It will be you and Ulin attacking it.
Oh, I plan to get his eye away
Helena.
from you. I have no doubt about that.
I mean, it's not like we can't do nothing, but I'm just saying we should have at least had a plan before we just waltzed right into a beholder's lair.
okay. That's true.
Don't you think?
Prez doesn't think. Prez kills.
Well, I'm.
I leave it up to you and Helena.
Cautious.
I
Snags
always leave
was
it
a
up to you
slave
and
for
Helena
most
for
of his
plans.
life, so.
I don't know. I kind of agree with you now that hearing it. I feel like I kind of jumped the gun.
If we could just come up with a plan of attack and maybe start like just before we get to the entrance, like.
Well, honestly, without Helena, I kind of don't want to go any further because this could be bad. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's a big ass beholder with how many eye stalks? 15.
Yes, that is
And he's
right.
going to have layer actions and probably legendary actions. Not that that's common knowledge, but we are level 13 now, so we should have some sort of understanding of what may or may not be above our head. I just don't want us to wipe or die and have like 2 people die or something, and then what do we do?
Continue on as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna stop the session, not go any.
I don't know.
All I was saying was, could we have come up with a plan, something, anything,
Yeah, that's
like
totally fine. We
communicated
rewind and
before
do
we just
that.
went in there? Yeah, we don't have to wait for Helena, but I mean,
Yeah,
this
I
is
agree with you. I kind of rushed that part. So if we want to take a couple steps back, and because really nothing really happened differently than what could have happened in the beginning, other than you guys just storming in, going "fuck all you bitches," start shooting. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
usually what we do. I don't know why we were just
Man, I
like,
thought that
okay,
was the
let's just go
plan.
along.
Yeah, let's take ourselves back to
Where we found the thing, the last thing we talked about was the carved
the
eye.
eye. Yeah,
When I was like, hey, it looks like we might fight more than just a beholder.
Yeah, that's, yep.
yeah. So let's just continue the conversation here and have you guys work together. Maybe work out a plan that's acceptable.
So my question is, we saw the sign, it had the 8 eyes. We kind
We
of
didn't
moved
see 8
forward after.
eyes. Only saw the 1 eye carved into the wall. The 8 eyes was on that dude's
Oh.
forehead, so we don't know that.
Is there any sort of history check or anything that I could do to try and glean knowledge of that? Do I know anything about a cult with an eyeball? I mean, we know what it is, so and we know that there's possibly
Out of
minions.
curiosity, along with his thing, I'll let him go. But I got a quick curiosity question after the fact. I'm sorry to interrupt. My bad.
Okay, so Phil, I will let you make a history check here, but I'm going to tell you right now the DC is very high. It's not impossible, but it's just very high.
Does anybody have like a guidance spell or anything like that? I don't think that I can't use
guidance
my own
yourself.
bardic tricks on myself.
I have an inspiration you have.
I'll let
I
you
don't know if-
transfer it if you want.
Yeah, I'll give him my
No.
inspiration.
No.
What am I
don't
gonna do
want
for
your
it? I roll
inspiration.
reckless anyway.
That's okay. Let me just look over my spells, see if there's anything I can do. Probably not.
Well, you should have a +5 from Helena,
Okay.
right?
And that's
I
not
think
for
that's for
skills, is
save.
it? Yeah. Okay, here goes. 21 total. It's pretty good.
That is actually really good. So the information that I can give you at this point is there have been disciples or servants in the past that have branded themselves with with a marking that matches their master. You've seen drow priests do it and brand themselves with the symbol of Lolth. You kind of assume that this is the same thing, except for a follower of this beholder.
So they're treating this beholder like it's a god or something?
That's what you can ascertain from this, yes.
So he's got to be somebody big. What did the wizard tell us about him? Anything? Or just where we could find it?
Just location.
He didn't give us any information. That guy's
Nope.
less than useless. All right. So, Krez, are we going to go in guns blazing? Are we going to go in and blow stuff up and cause it to come to us? Or are we going to go in careful?
Well, this was my question. Looking at the map, is this guy inside of like a stalagmite or stalactite? What is cavern outside before we get to this? or we were to like come across this area, what are we reversing across to get within a half mile of this?
Right. The ground that you're traversing as of right now is rock.
Right. So does it just go into like an open?
Is it like a small tunnel?
It's like a small tunnel. Like from where you guys have been traveling, it's been a 10 by 10 tunnel, like you're used to from the worms.
Okay.
And then as you're getting closer and closer, like you get to that half mile mark, and it's like 8 by 8, and then you get to the point where you're there, and it's 5 by 5. It's very cramped, and at that point, it opens up into this big cavern, and that's where the bridge would start.
Okay, so this tunnel just leads straight into that, and there's nothing off to the sides.
Correct.
And there was no tunnels before that leading up to it that may have come at a different angle or anything like that, or may have gone upwards or downwards?
Correct.
Okay. So this is the one entranceway in. So are we going to, I guess, still the same question. Are we going to go in and try and call him to us and tell him we want his eye and that we're not going to get a no for an answer? Or because he's not just going to give it to us.
Can he fit? Question.
You don't know yet at this point.
So if we're thinking about this, I could walk up and cast Thaumaturgy and rain echo.
Right. But that would just give up our, that would just give our location away as well as something's up. We wouldn't get a surprise round.
Well, I don't think we get a surprise round either. Like when we walk in,
I have an idea.
I'm all ears.
I have an idea. I have previously purchased a scroll of Greater Invis. I can cast it on one of us. We can go in there on the side and just listen in and observe and see from a distance. Does anybody want to do that?
So, I'm going to ask this of tape. If somebody had greater walked in eyesight, not pull them out of it?
It would, correct. That's why you're staying in the tunnel at the edge and just observing. You're just spying. We're just information gathering.
I mean, I'm willing to take visibility and stand near the entrance and see what I can glean from it. But wouldn't somebody smarter than me be a better choice?
We've fought beholders, so we know that they have a plethora of different abilities with their eye stalks. Some disintegration, like a death ray and crap like that. But they also have other stuff like telekinesis and charm type stuff, don't they?
From what I recall, yes.
Tell, they have a plethora of different abilities.
Yeah. So
I'll say you've encountered one before in the Underdark somewhere.
Helena probably has the best ability to get away with her paladin powers. So I could cast it on her and have her go forward. But she's not here, so I don't know what you want to do about that. Could I cast it on Helena?
She looks at you and says, "So you want me to turn invisible and travel into this beholder's lair and just look around?"
She's not stealthy, is she?
No.
Okay, never mind. I cast it on myself, and I'm gonna.
I'm not very stealthy at all.
Are you kidding me? I put that Piwafui hood up, and then I cast invisibility on myself, greater invis on myself, and I'll move forward. I'll cast it when we're close enough, so it's not gonna because it will only last 10 minutes.
Okay, good.
So here's my stealth roll, 24 total.
Okay. Give me just 1 second. Okay. So I'm going to change this map up just a little bit.
Okay.
So you get to like the threshold of where this bridge starts. You see this massive. Hold on, I'm gonna switch back over to my computer. There we go, much better. So, yeah, you get to the threshold of this where this bridge starts and this chasm starts to open up, and you see all the slaves. You see this bald man standing on the bridge up here. He's like a level taller than you guys, and he's kind of overseeing. There's this commoner right here. They kind of trip, and you can see clearly that they've broken their leg. They're screaming in pain, and from the ceiling, this gigantic beholder swoops down. All of these slaves that you see
unconsciously move back further as I'm watching.
Yeah. Take a couple steps back, and you see this thing just swoop down, and this thing cry out in fear. And then you hear gnashing of bone and flesh. And this beholder starts flying back up and looks towards the direction of Shedrack, or this bald man, and says, "Lunch served early," and floats back to the ceiling.
All right. What was the general reaction of all the other commoners?
Oh, they're scared shitless.
And what about Shedrack? As I'm looking up, did he look like he enjoyed watching it get eaten?
He actually laughed.
Oh, jeez.
As he kind of got scooped up, like you could tell that like they gestured towards him, and he's like holding his hand out like for help, and he just starts laughing.
So evil. Okay.
So he starts. I'm gonna say this also, that he starts scanning the room, and I need you to give me a perception check.
It is
Passively.
yeah, 22 passive, but I rolled a 15
Okay.
because I wasn't active. Well, yeah. So
So yeah,
15
you're
or
actively looking
22.
around, but you do notice you scan back to this bald man, and he is looking in your direction.
Really?
And
even with my stealth and invisible and everything?
Correct.
All right. I'm just
He
gonna
doesn't-
back away.
He doesn't do anything. He just kind of looks and gives you a wink, and then begins to walk.
So he sees me, like straight up sees me. Okay. All right.
Tells me Shedrack has true sight.
So do you go back to the party?
Yeah, I go back to the party. No, I'm just gonna watch him for another second or two.
Okay, yeah. He just continues to go on. This commoner's in his way, so he kind of just like shoves him to the ground and very cruelly steps on their head over them and off into the tunnels.
Oh, jeez. All right. Move back. Tell everybody, just blah. So all the commoners are slaves. They're food. Every day they're getting eaten. And the Shadrach, the bald dude, human, is totally in with this beholder.
So
and I'll explain what the beholder looks like.
So we know one of these assholes is working with. We don't know his name, Cedric.
No, right.
But we know one of these assholes is working pretty well with him.
I wanted to fireball him.
So back to the thaumaturgy plan of luring them out.
Yeah, they know, so the quicker we act, the better at this point.
Any input from Ulan or Hab on these matters?
State is. Am I still doing
that's
that?
right. No, that actually didn't happen because you didn't see what happened before, so you're good.
Okay. All right. So these guys tell me exactly what happened. That a bunch of freaking slaves got just gobbled up.
At least
Well,
one.
it ate one of them. Yeah, he had fallen, broken his ankle, and then the guy just came down and ate him.
So he eats the injured.
can you tell if the guy with the 8 eyeballs tattooed on his head might be a freaking magic caster?
Probably.
Cleric or a
He
magic
was
user?
able, yeah, he was able to see me at about 60 feet away when I was invisible, and I'm pretty good at hiding.
And he's human.
He
Appears
correct.
to
He's
be.
human. Is there lights? Is there lights in that room? Okay.
There was
so,
like glowing lichen on the walls, make this place at least dimly lit.
what do you guys
We're
want
gonna
to do?
need a
Ulan, what do you want to do?
prong plan. Somebody take out a group of us take out the beholder. The other one takes on the
There's no way that
Yes.
works. No way
caster.
we fight the beholder and the other guy at the same time and win. So I have an idea.
Like 30 balls.
We
I
yell
tell
into the
you
cavern.
where he went. If you were to run, if the melee were able to run and bum rush that tunnel, they might be able to take him on, but he might have other help over there.
Yeah, that leads me to my solution. We yell into the cavern. We're here to take your eyeball. Come on out. Every one of the non-beholder, that dude that laughed while the guy was eating, knock out. Pile them up on the side, and eventually kill the last two that come out.
Can you add in your message when you call out, tell the slaves to flee because destruction is coming?
I could, but I mean, from what you saw, they look like they were being, or do they just look like they're
Slaves,
slaves?
no. I genuinely think they enjoy the fear it causes in them when it eats them. I think they're not controlled. I don't even think the cultist is controlled.
Okay, so it's not mind control, from what you could gather. Sure.
It just looks like evil cultist, evil beholder, ready to die.
And the wizard didn't
And a
give us
bunch
the
of slaves
beholder's
that will be
name
happy when we
previously.
free him.
He did not.
Okay.
Nope.
But we know there's a beholder in there.
Yes.
Yes, by the information you've been given, a beholder has made some sort of lair here.
So my message could be, come here, eye socket boy, and everyone else flee.
Whatever you think will get its attention. Mama jokes.
No, I wouldn't think mama jokes. I always think it's like I got a bigger dick than you.
No.
Jesus Christ.
But then again, I don't think beholders
I
have
seen
dick.
it.
I don't think they reproduce, so you think you'd be accurate on that.
So I'd
They
be
don't
winning in that
reproduce
statement, right? And from what I recall, beholders are prideful. That would insult their intelligence, right?
So I'm gonna hold an action to cast synaptic static on the beholder when he calls it. As soon as it comes into view, I'll do synaptic static on it. That's got a pretty decent range.
Out of curiosity, again, real quick, the entrance to the tunnel, how many left and right of the entrance before we go?
I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't catch that middle
So-
part.
So the entrance, right, into
Yeah.
that thing. How many
Yeah.
feet on the left and how many feet on the right space before we go into that tunnel?
None.
So it's just 5 feet the whole way.
Yeah, it is like a single file track into this part of the tunnel.
When I saw it hovering, did it hover with its, like upright, or did it can it hover so that its eye is facing downwards from up above?
Yes. Yes, it can.
So it can hover in any direction it wants?
Correct.
Bullshit.
Beholders, man.
OP. All right. Well, I only have big explosions. So how many days have passed since my fireball wand? Did I get any more charges?
Gained some last night.
One more day, or I don't know how many days have passed since the
It's
last
been
one.
one day.
Okay, so one more set of charges. That is regains 1d6 plus 1. No, so I get 2 back.
other option we have is I go in there and I tell them I'm here to eat it for dinner and get them to throw everything they got at the start at me, and then you guys come in and I can try and run underneath the boulder and make it turn and face the other way. So that his
Yeah.
back's towards you guys when he starts this. Have at least one round of shit you might be able.
What's Ulan doing? I haven't heard anything from you, bro. What's
Yeah,
your thoughts? I want to get it. You guys ready to bum rush him? Be nice if you had a bow, Hob.
Oh, it would be nice.
What's your plan, Hob?
I literally take my short bow out and hand it to Hab and say, "If you break this one, you're fucked." And I give him my short bow.
there you go.
Okay. All right, I grabbed the short bow, start pulling out my extra quiver from Elena's bag, and start going. Okay, I'm gonna take out that wizard, the mage. I can take as I cover the distance between him. I can
All
take him out, keep him busy. Right?
Here's looking at asking Snags.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just one bridge or is there multiple?
So you go in and there's a ton of bridges going different directions at different heights.
Okay.
So which one? The one that he went in was one up above. As soon as you go towards the middle, it'd be one up.
Looks
And
like
then to the
two
left,
up.
I think it was.
If I'm looking at the map correctly, but I wouldn't know that, right? Since you have the one, but it's underneath
yeah.
both of the other ones, so it looks
Yeah,
like
I
it's
see
at least
that.
10 feet
Yeah.
minimum of that. But that's okay.
Nick,
Cool.
what's the difference? What's the distance between these?
Let me just check my notes. I think it's 10 feet, but I want to be sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So does
Yep.
it have like there's a lift in the middle?
Yeah, the tunnels are
There's-
staggered so that each one of these bridges is at least a 10-foot fall or raise to the next level. And all these little circles on the map you see, they are my best attempt at making a shaft.
Shaft.
See, there it is. The confetti flies. You said it. They're
So
about.
how high up did that beholder fly when it went up?
It flew up, at least another 100 feet.
Okay.
Actually, with your perception check, you would have saw that at the top of this chasm,
Mhm.
there is. It's like there was like a little bit of like a landing up there in a giant circle embedded in the stone that also had a large eye on it carved in.
So here's the plan. That human, unless he has fly of some kind or levitate, he won't be able to get up there quickly. If we can time it properly, like we could go straight in, fly straight up, land up there in his little area up top, and just straight start attacking him. And then it'll take the human and any other help some time to get up there, hopefully.
Let me ask a quick
I don't
question.
fly.
Consider my sheath magical that wouldn't work under the gate.
That's why we have to do it sneakily. Fly up there quickly, like double move, fly up there, land, and then just start blasting when we see him.
Cool. So I'm gonna pull my sheath out and hop on top of it, and I'm ready to go fuck this guy up.
So I don't know. It sucks that we don't have Helena. She
Yeah,
does
I
a
wish-
lot of.
I have yet to get an answer from her. I don't know if she's still working or not.
She probably just passed out.
Yeah.
She's probably just sleeping, waiting for a game, and then just didn't wake up.
I'm gonna just need you to play her character there.
I mean, I'm going to have to. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to.
I'm gonna need you to be the good DM and save us, bro.
I have Featherfall, but if I'm out of range and somebody falls, like Hob, then they're just gonna go splat and die.
All right, so check this out.
How far
I
down is
can't
it?
fly. Remember that.
You haven't determined how deep this is. You know it's deeper than at least 100 feet.
So
Yeah, it's gonna
here's
be
the
some
plan.
damage.
All right. I go in and go right. Ulin goes in and goes left. Elena will go in and straight up. You'll hop on your griffin and fly down, over, and then up to the back corner. Hab will run in and try and get on the lift and go up, and we hit it from 5 points.
That just means that we're all separated, and then I can't help anybody with my spells. That's a terrible idea.
Correct. I didn't say I was good at planning. I was just giving a way
Yeah.
to make sure that the beholder couldn't look at every one of us at once and fuck us all in one shot.
Yeah, Krez is like, I'm not making plans. I'm just making choices.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. This
Yeah, I
isn't.
made a
This
plan.
isn't my
I didn't say
strong
it was a
suit.
good one.
Well, if we're gonna make a plan, then let's all get Hob and everybody fly straight up into the beholder spot. Let's just
Alright.
go do a straight frontal attack and just whatever happens, happens, right?
Taking on the
Yep.
the
Let's do it.
beholder.
Y'all
Alright.
hop in, go straight up and straight onto him. Dance.
Quietly.
And as you guys take off, Han's like, I hope for the best.
Tell my mom I love her.
But you also notice that she's taking like little bits of rubble that she can find and she's making like a makeshift shelter.
Best part is my mom who's dead. I'll need you to write that story out later. Looking for side.
She's over there digging our graves, mainly. It's like, yeah, sounds like a perfect plan. What's your Christian name, by any chance? What's your full name, your date of birth?
All right, so I guess we can move. You guys are all moving in then, huh?
Moving in straight up.
Ulin, you have any objections? Anything you want to add?
Nope.
Okay.
He's like, I'm here to smack shit and call it Susan.
We should all be able to move at least 100 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Remember how long it took me last time to freaking move?
You're getting carried to the top.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys can see. I think you guys can see your tokens.
Mhm.
If not, they're right here. Yeah. So go ahead and enact your plan. You guys have. I'll say you guys have at least like 150 foot of movement before.
Is that with dashing or
Any-
without dashing?
That is without dashing.
So 300 feet of movement total. Great.
Yeah, just before anybody says shit to you.
Well, I mean, we're going up to where that beholder is.
Yeah, we're going straight up to where you said the thing was.
Okay, so you guys are just flying in, going straight up.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys get in. You guys are starting to fly straight up. Who's carrying Hab Waters?
All of us. We're
Probably
moving
on
as a unit.
Griffin. Probably with me on Rags.
Okay. So you guys are there. That doesn't work. We're just gonna do that. So you guys all start flying up. Resting somewhat near the ceiling. Yeah, there is this giant purple beholder. And say Helena went this way.
No, we all just went straight up.
Oh, just straight up together?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What I understood, there
We're
was a
going for that landing.
Okay. So yeah, it's about 300 feet to get there. And
I thought you said it was like 150 feet.
it's 150 feet up. So okay, yeah. So you guys can make it there in 150 feet. That'd be your movement then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beholder takes a
That'd
look
be
at
move
you.
and action.
And you're gonna do your action.
We would have to double move to get up there. So kind of we're hoping it's like a surprise round. Like we get up there, then we roll initiative because we're not going to be able to. We're going to have to double move to get up there.
Yeah, that's definitely what's happening. Like you guys double move,
Right.
get up there, and then Beholder notices you there.
We come for your eye, Chuck.
He laughs and says, "Get in line." And
We
that's
are the
when we
front
roll
of the
initiative.
line.
Do you have a different map for where we're at?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Didn't plan for this one, did you, buddy?
I didn't. I
Damn,
didn't at all.
So we're next to Helena, so I got a +4 on my initiative, so I got 9.
I get a
I'm gonna try and draw this out with
15 plus 4, so 19.
I got 22 for initiative.
So the little platform that you guys are on is up here.
Okay.
So
Does it like go backwards, like into a cave, or is it just a platform up there?
you get up there and it is a wall, like there's a wall kind of bordering where you guys came in. And the stone around this this part of the cliff, it is a different sort of like mineral. It looks a lot harder. And there is a giant, what you can only assume is a stone disc that has been set into the door, or making it a door.
Okay. And weren't we supposed to use the dust of dryness stuff on it? On his eyes? So that should be our... We each had that dust of dryness. We need to get it in his eyes. You guys remember that?
I was in the bathroom, and I didn't want y'all to hear me get in the bathroom, but yes, I remember the dryness. Dust of dryness. I can speak.
So this platform, what's it made out of? Is it pretty sturdy?
It looks pretty sturdy. It looks like as you flew up, it's like at its shallowest point, maybe like 17, 18 inches thick of solid stone.
Would it hold my fortress?
It might. Like base wise, let me just do a little bit of measurement.
Here's the question. Couldn't you just drop the fortress on his head? Granted, we'd lose the
Uh,
eye, but hey, one less
I
vote.
believe the wording is you have to set it down and say the command word. So I don't know. I'm sure if I'm holding it and I say the command word, it will still activate. It'll just shove me aside and do damage to me.
Yes. What is the base size of this?
It's 20 by 20 and it's 30 feet tall. Let me double check that. 20 feet on the side, 30 feet high, arrow slits on all sides, battlement atop, trapdoor at the top. Immune to
So
damage from non-magical attacks, excluding siege weapons. Resistance to all other damage. Only wish spell can repair the fortress. So, I don't know.
it doesn't give you a... Well, I think it'd be fair to say that it was like 30 by 30. Is that fair to say?
The platform?
No, your
No,
fortress.
the fortress is 20 by 20 and 30 feet high.
Oh, well then, yeah, this would definitely fit here.
Okay.
It'd be
so
just cresting the top, like just barely hitting the ceiling, but you're there.
all right, so I'm going to keep that as a backup plan if I need to, because it's still a surprise thing, so I might be able to use it as a weapon also. So anyway,
Hab Waters, did you roll initiative?
I did not. Okay, hold on one second.
Focus, bro.
Focus.
Focus.
Total
where
of
are you,
25.
Megan? Nice. +4.
29 for him.
Why is it not? Okay, I'm gonna have to do this getaway.
Say the getaway.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me change his initiative after I started it, so I had to remove him and then add him again. I call that ghetto because it should just let me edit it. But no matter. Here we are. At Jesus Christ, at the top of initiative, it would be Hab Waters.
You're on back with me. Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it in the. Don't shoot its eye because we need that eye.
Shoot it in the mouth.
Hey,
Shoot
now
it
you
in
tell
the
me don't
Achilles
shoot the
tendon.
Wait, hold on a second. I gotta. Oh man. Okay, how do I do this? Hold on a second.
Add a short bow to your inventory.
Yeah, that's what I forgot to do. All right.
Can't take you
Hold
anywhere.
on. Hold on. Hold on. Tune items.
Oh shit, this is gonna be weird too, because
Yeah,
Ilana doesn't have a leveled up character, because I will not do that for her.
It said level 13 when you look on Abyss.
She has her XP set for it, but I've already looked at her sheet,
She
and
hasn't leveled it up.
She doesn't have any of the
Gotcha.
bonuses applied or anything.
No,
Like her
Yeah.
HP is still the same.
because she hasn't actually actively gone in and updated.
Yeah.
I think she probably like went into the manager and like looked to see if she was getting anything, because usually when you get the XP tacked up, it will show you like what you get for your level up, but if you don't apply them, it doesn't actually apply and say that you've leveled up.
Right. Yeah. Poor
This
Megan.
browse
She's probably
run is
just super tired.
Okay. I added, right, and I'm firing.
All right, yeah, so you get your
Motherfucker.
newly
That
given
hit.
short bow.
Yeah, that rolled off of a damn freaking 20. Right. Okay, so that was a total of 10. Right, my second shot. Getting off of a 20. That's a total of 16. Is that a hit?
So both of those shots go sailing off, and the arrows fall into the inky black below. They did not strike your target.
Okay, but I got one more shot.
Okay.
Okay, that
You
one
can
is
do
a
this.
24.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
There you
Okay.
go. It was just a new bow. You're just getting used to it.
Yeah, I gotta tune it up. Okay, that's a total of 5 points of damage.
All right, cool. Let me just see if I'm doing that right.
All that for a drop of blood.
What is that? That's Thanos. Yeah, that's what that is.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else for you then?
That is it.
Okay. Next up's gonna be Helena, and I don't remember what her flying item is. It is a hobby horse of flying.
Mm-hmm.
She hops on that, and she starts flying this way. And as she gets to about there, she's gonna take a first level spell, and she's gonna cast Bless.
Could she do that though?
Yeah, she's only
Where's
30
she-
feet away.
Right. But she's in the
But
frontal eye
would
of
she
the.
do that?
Which
Is that
being
what you said?
like, would she do that being in the frontal eye of the?
No, she'd probably do it before she took off.
I mean, like the eyes on us, like no magic would work, right?
Oh shit, that's right.
So
Anti-magic.
she would know that, being that we fought beholders before.
Okay, so yeah, she is going to at that point then. She's gonna hold an action to attack this sucker if it gets close. Gonna ready Dawnbringer and get ready.
How high up is it?
Right now it's close to the ceiling, so maybe only like 30 foot above her. If it chose to stay there.
Okay.
Right, but it's like 70 feet away from us too, right?
As of right now.
Oh. Yeah, 6.
Right. So that's all she can do for now. And then we're gonna have a LAIR action. Management. Yeah. On the wall behind Krez, an eye starts to glow, seemingly from nowhere, and then becomes real. And it shoots a ray of some sort at Krez. So yeah, Krez, I need you to make me a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw as you were hit with this bright pink beam of light.
Yeah, that's a 14.
Okay, so
plus 4.
yeah, plus
Oh.
4
Or
because
is-
of Helena.
And that would put me at 18.
So you definitely know that that was some sort of charm magic. Like for a split second, you're just like, this guy's my friend. But then you're like, wait a minute, fuck this guy. And
I knew it.
next up's going to be Ulin.
I'm gonna move up to right here and hold an action.
We were all given like that gem of brightness. Weren't we all given gem of brightness as well as the dust packets?
What is that?
Well, I mean,
I
it's
think
It's
still
what the wizard
magic.
gave us.
it's magic, so it'd be very hard to use. Second.
Right. I'm just saying if we can bind it, then it won't be able to use, it won't be able to effectively hit us. We'll be able to get some attacks on it.
Okay. I like the idea.
So you're going to move right there. Anything else you're going to do, Ulin?
Hold an action.
To attack
Yes.
with your sword.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just keeping track of what you're doing. At the end of your attack, the beholder is going to use a legendary action to fire another ray from one of its tentacles. I'm going to say it's going to be at Ulin, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Ulin.
$21 plus the 4 or 5 from Helena.
Okay, cool. So you see this thing kind of charge up with this bright orange light, and like a cannon with recoil, you watch this tentacle shoot back and this beam come hurtling towards you. It hits the wall behind you as you very skillfully duck behind it, and it leaves a very large crater in this part of the stone. Actually, I'll say it's more. No, that's perfect. So, forget what I just said. It hits this, like the stone on the door, and it burns it, but it doesn't break it at all. That's the end of that legendary action. Shedrak is gonna come running out of this tunnel, get to like 30 feet here, and say, "I'll protect you, my master!" He screams this out into the tunnel. And he is going to cast a spell on himself. Jump off the edge and start to float upward.
Can we see him down there? Never mind, don't worry about it. Never mind.
Yeah, he's not invisible or anything. I just hit him
okay.
because he's in the tunnel.
Sure. Okay. So
yeah,
got to fly up.
Yeah, he's like 80 feet below you, but he is on his... Actually, no, he's at the highest level, so he's only like 20 feet below you.
Okay.
But that's going to be his turn. Snags, you're up next.
All right. So he's 20 feet below us?
Correct.
Then I'm just going to kind of sneak my hand around Rags and just kind of point at him, and cast Dispel Magic on his fly, on the spell he just cast on himself.
On Shedrak.
On Shedrak, yes.
You are also looking... Hold on a second. So you technically are still in the magic field. This beholder is still looking this direction.
How far is this cone?
It's 150 feet.
He has a 150-foot fucking cone?
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay, well,
My
I do
next
nothing
question:
then.
how many?
There's nothing I
What's the
can do.
range?
You guys are gonna have to fly up there and just, but we can't fly up there, so we're fucked. This is a bad idea. I can't do anything. Oh, so we can't even fly down because your rooms won't work. So now we're stuck here.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Um,
Hold your action. I've got something.
okay, so he's looking at us, right? So I'm going to. This is what I'm gonna do. I mentally tell Rags to fly over this way.
So I'm just gonna leave this here so you guys know where this affected area happens to be.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to fly out of the cone and up. And then when I'm out of the cone, I'm going to... I guess I would have to go this way, wouldn't I? So fly up and around, kind of flying around the side of it. And as I looked, I'll just cast Dispel Magic on him down below.
Okay.
Although he's
So
pretty useless because he wouldn't be able to do anything. Yeah, would my mount disappear, or is it a... You know what I'm saying? Because it's a spell. It's a magical mount.
it all depends on how you have released it. Like if you, I will say
It's a
that if
permanent
you,
creature for me because it's a find greater steed.
so it's, let me just look that up really quick.
Yeah,
And
I'm looking
read
at
the
it right
spell, That
now.
always helps.
I see is Snags on the map. Anybody can tell me where the rest of us are?
Hold
Don't worry,
on.
we're
Refresh your
figuring that out right
page.
now.
Okay.
You summon a spirit that assumes the form of a loyal, majestic mount, appearing in an occupied space, yada yada yada. Creature has the statistics provided. It has an intelligence score 5 or lower. Intelligence becomes 6. It becomes the ability score 1. Da da da. You control the mount to combat.
It's a spell. It's a summoned creature. It would disappear. It would disappear, and then it would reappear when the cone moved. That's what would happen because the cone only nullifies magic while it's there. So it would be
Right.
like stuck in stasis because it's a permanent creature. And
But
then
you
it
would not be.
No, I would fall.
Right. Okay.
So I would already know because he would disappear as soon as he looked at us. And I'd
Yeah,
be
as
like,
soon as actually as
well,
soon as you looked up
shit.
here, I'm just gonna make him invisible for now, but he did disappear. Have you fallen your ass?
Okay, so
As
then
this
all
thing
we can
disappeared.
do is move. I can't even move out of the cone that way. Uh, oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do, guys. So I will just.
Hold your action.
I don't have any actions to hold. I can't do anything.
Hold your spell as your thing.
Yeah, just move on. Go to the next person.
Okay, so
Fine.
Krez, you're up.
So the dust of dryness, right, will make it to where his eye closes, right?
For
It's
at
only
least
got
a
a
little
15
bit.
DC. This thing is like super ultra. It can just legendary action, make the save. There's no way a little magical item is going to do that.
Okay.
We can't even get to it to attack it.
But what if I poked it in the eye?
Yeah, go do it. It's 20 feet up.
Then it is. Then it
You
is.
can't fly up there.
I don't
so
need
we're
to
stuck
fly.
here.
I don't need to fly.
Good.
Right?
Kill it.
So I'm going to position myself at the edge of this. Right?
Okay.
I'm going to take a torch. Hang on a second. Sorry, Web's telling me to stop yelling. I can hear my headset on. I'm just talking too loud.
Uh-oh.
Rude. Anyway, I'm gonna take a torch, and I'm gonna chuck it straight at this motherfucker's eye.
You're gonna throw it at the beholder's eye.
Yes. Using my heroic inspiration that you wouldn't let me go, so I can roll with advantage on this throw.
Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be like an improvised ranged attack.
Guys,
Yeah,
give me
go
a
for
minute,
it.
man. I gotta get that freaking dog out of the kennel. It's
So I'm gonna
freaking
roll
barking like
unarmed
crazy
strike at advantage.
before my
Okay.
neighbors start complaining.
Okie doke.
For a total of 23.
23 is gonna hit this guy.
Right in his eye.
Not in his eye, but it's gonna hit him.
I mean, not in his eye. That's where I was throwing it.
Just because you try aim for his eye doesn't mean you hit it.
How would I not hit it?
It is looking right at us.
And
It's like a 5-foot wide eye.
it's a big eye. It should at least make him blink for a couple seconds where he can get his spell off to dispel on that guy.
Okay, so
You can shut me
I'm
down.
gonna
It's
say
okay. I understand.
no, I'm gonna throw you guys a bone a little bit. I'm gonna say that it does hit this guy in the eye, and he blinks for 3 seconds. So it's like
Just
a
enough
half
for
a
him to
round.
get the spell off on Shredrick that he was holding.
Right. And next up is gonna be his turn. And he
Right.
is gonna
But
actually
the held action of the spell should go off now.
Yes.
That's what I was going for. Just for
So, yeah.
snags.
This thing should be off. And then if you would like, Snags, you could say that you used your held action to dispel
it.
the flying spell on Shedrak.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah,
I'd
because
love
currently
to.
where he's at, there is no bridge below him. He will plummet.
Yeah, that was the plan. That eye is just... This is beholders suck. Yeah, I'd like to cast it if I could.
Let me just look one thing up. Oh my god. Fall speed is fast in 5th edition. Jesus Christ.
And I'll do it at 4th level.
Okay, let me just look.
So
this
anything
up.
4th level or lower will be gone.
Okay, cool. So that works. It's like almost like feathers being taken out of him magically, but it's like this ploof of radiant looking feathers just kind of ploofs above him, and he just falls.
So
into
my
the
other
ground.
question is, when the thing disappears, does my bird appear on top of us and crush us?
She
My griffin?
does actually appear in the air above you, but she realizes you're there, and she only kind of like, how do I put this cleanly? Kind of like accidentally shoves his ass in Hab's face.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
But yeah, the bird is back.
Okay.
So yeah, he's gonna be staying that way at least until his next turn.
Right.
So we can.
By the
Sorry,
way, at
Rags.
the end of my throwing, I got 9 more of them for you, buddy. 9 more.
Let's just double check.
I'm back.
Welcome.
Come fight me, bitch.
Okay, now who's teabagging me?
No one's
And
teabagging.
can I give Krez a bardic inspiration?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say you did that on your turn.
It's gonna suck if he gets
This is-
charmed.
Oh,
Just starts
no.
tossing us off the edge.
Oh, as my final part of my bonus
No,
action, I
Krez,
go into a
don't.
rage.
So I'll let you guys see how much damage Shedrak took from falling here.
Huzzah!
Damn. Shit. By the way, for the last bit of my thing would be raging on the end of my turn.
Okay.
This way, I can't be charmed.
And yeah, the only other thing that Karazakar is going to do is going to fly over to this direction. He listed lazily to the left. Actually, he can't move that far anyways. He can only move a little bit. So yeah, just lists lazily to the left this direction.
Is his eye still on us? Oh wait, he's
Yes.
blinking.
Yeah, like essentially, you can't hear him because he's speaking a different language. And wait, let me just ask this question really quick: who speaks deep speech?
Nobody.
Nope.
I don't know. Helena's kind of weird. She might know it.
No, she doesn't actually.
Ah.
Color me surprised.
So that means the
Alright.
entire conversation you would have had with us earlier, before we re-round, would not
He
have
speaks
happened.
Undercommon too,
Oh,
but
okay.
right now
No,
he's just
I
speaking this
don't.
language.
I
Cussing
don't.
at us.
So, the beginning of round 2, Hab Waters.
Yes.
is
Okay.
your turn.
Where am I on the map?
You're right
Right
next to
there.
me.
Where?
Can you see it?
Okay, I see myself off the map,
That's weird.
like over
I
there.
would
in the-
refresh.
Yeah, refresh your page.
Okay. All right. Okay, Yulin, Black Fan. Okay. Where is the man of many eyes?
He just fell
Uh,
a lot.
he's dead now.
He's dead now.
Yeah, that 20d6 roll that's in the roll log, that was how
Yeah.
much damage he took when he fell.
Do the commoners
Oh,
start
God.
running out of the place?
Okay, so I see the beholder, right? But he's still like 20 feet off the ground over there, right?
Yeah, he's 60 feet away, another 30 feet up in the air.
Okay, I get to the intersection.
There's no intersection you get to.
And
See
plus,
See that blue square we're standing on?
Yeah.
That's the extent of where we can go without falling to our death.
Oh,
I mean, you
hell.
can try and fall to this bridge, but I'm going to say it's also 30 foot below you.
And it's wood.
And it's
You will fall through
not
it.
looking in the greatest condition either.
All right, from standing from that point, I go ahead and shoot then.
Okay.
Take my chances.
Just keep track of your arrows, but yeah.
Keep track of my arrows. What is this? Regular D&D?
Yes.
It has been this whole time, actually.
44 sessions in, buddy. 44 sessions in.
I was wrong. God damn it.
Okay, 28.
Nice.
28. That's a natural 20. Okay, that's going to hit.
Okay,
I'll
all right.
I'll say you shoot this thing in the eye again.
Not the
All
eye.
right, a total of 11 points of damage.
No, it was a crit. So it'd be more.
Technically, well, if we follow the rules of the crit, even by his rolls, it kind of made it the way I wanted it anyways. The first die was maxed when he rolled it. So 11 is accurate.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't see the last one because. All right, 19.
19 will hit.
19 will hit. Okay,
Noise.
that's a total of 8. Last
Okay.
one, 23.
That'll also hit.
That's a total of 7.
Okay.
Respectable.
Anything else you're gonna do?
That is it. That's all I can
Okay.
do. Where
So on the-
is Callie? Get your butt over here.
So on the end of your turn, it is going to use a legendary action, and it's gonna shoot
Come on.
one of its eye rays randomly in a random direction that it remembers you guys being in. So let me just make some dice rolls.
The cat scared you. Cat scared you.
So yeah, it's gonna go right through here. Only gonna get
Rags.
yeah. So Ulin and Rags make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
A 19. Plus
Okay,
the 4 from Helena.
correct.
And Rags has a +3 to con and +4, so +7. For a total, a natty 1.
Oof.
Damn.
Okay, so
Rags!
yeah, Ulin, you see this what almost looks like a lightning bolt coming across, streaking through the battlefield in a very chaotic way. You kind of like sidestep it, and it catches Rags full on. So as for the effect of that, Rags is paralyzed for 1 minute.
No!
It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success.
Okay.
So it's almost like it just got like tasered a little bit, and now it's just like trying to recover.
Did its main anti-magic eye stock start working again? Oh no, that was a legendary effect.
Yes, it
Is
was.
his main anti-magic cone active again or no?
When it is active again, I will turn the cone back on. So just
Okay.
keep watching.
Perfect. Sure.
Next up is going to be Helena, and she is going to take advantage of this effect being gone. Going to hop on the horse, and she is going to immediately fly 50 feet out from the cone. And then she is going to use one of her abilities. I think you guys can kind of guess. It's Blessing of the
The
Raven
abjure.
King.
Can she abjure
The extra planar?
aberrations? Yeah.
Oh.
But isn't the beholder from this point?
No, it's from the outs. From a different country.
And this is a feature.
Kill him, Helena.
And this is round 2, correct?
Oh, that's fucked up. I had to Google like what plane of existence they were from, and it's like came up with like how they reproduce, and they just dream themselves into existence. The fuck is
Fucking
that shit?
awesome.
These
The
boys
fuck
are
is-
crazy.
Dream themselves into existence.
Mhm.
I'd like to be alive now.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
if I had that power, I'd just wish for a new body.
I haven't played a paladin in so long
What did we learn?
that I don't remember where everything is on a 13 level character.
Make it simple. Just have her strike the thing. Don't use her.
Well, yeah, I was looking to see if she could use her channel divinity, but I fucking cannot find where it is.
Just keep yourself simple when
so-
playing someone else's character.
Oh,
Like that's
She
what I
has
do.
one. She has one. So yeah, she's gonna try to
Well, did
abjure
you
the extra planar.
long rest her character fight?
Yeah. I just couldn't find where the button was.
This is round 2, correct?
Yes. So the beholder has to make a wisdom saving throw. This might not go well.
I think he's within
Pass.
60 feet. Can I does my bardic ability.
The cutting words.
Yeah, does that do anything?
That's 60 feet, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm
But
within.
she is
I'm
exactly 60 feet of the front of that thing.
attack, ability check, or damage roll. You can expend 1.
He's just on the cusp of 60 feet away from you. So yeah, I'll let you do it.
Okay.
It's
I'll
like,
try. It
depending
just
on
gives
what part
him.
of the circle you.
Yeah.
It's 60, 61 feet. Got to fuck up your
So
beholder in 2 rounds of
if
combat.
he's making an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll.
So what does he get a minus to? Like, what's his minus? That's what I meant to say. Like, how much is he losing from his roll?
It'd be
words like a
1d10.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just roll a d10 and I'll tell you?
No, I'll roll it in front of the table for everybody just to watch my sadness. Oh, cool! It's only a 1. Just enough to make him fail. Fuck. What's this cutting word that you say that makes him fail?
Your eye's smaller than the rest. No.
You're not as impressive as I thought.
Yeah, and he's just like, what?
I just sound confused as I say it.
5,
And
6.
she presents her holy symbol and says something like, "In the name of the Raven Queen, leave us alone. Fuck off." So it is technically turned for 1 minute or until it's damaged. And yeah, it's gonna try and run away from Helena.
Shouldn't it, from where she is, run towards us?
It might.
Come
So
here,
that was her
tiny.
action. She used her bonus action. She's resistant to all damage. That's her turn. At the end of her turn is the LAIR action. So this wall behind you, I say it grabs Hab and Rags because they are the closest to this wall. Actually, I lied. It's going to take Snags too.
Well, Regs is paralyzed, so
He instantly fails.
Yeah, that's why he's going to fail this. These like beholder tentacle sprouts start coming out of the walls towards you guys, and they start trying to wrap up on you like some sort of sick and twisted vine. And I will need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Saving throws. Okay.
21 total for Snags.
Okay, you pass.
Now I got an advantage on mine, but that's only for climbing. So okay.
Okay, so just roll it
So,
flat.
yeah, because I got a rope of climbing. So hold on a second. Rolling flat. It's a total of 15.
So yeah, Snags, you're pretty quick. You're finding it a little bit easy to kind of dodge these things. You got to keep like minimal attention on them, but easy to kind of get out of the way. Hab, you're having a little bit more of a difficult time, but you're still managing to keep yourself free of the grapple of these
Tentacles.
tentacle sprouts. Rags, however, is now also wrapped up by these sprouts.
Does he get dragged to the wall?
He does not get dragged to the wall, but it looks like they're
Okay.
tying him up in a way that when he gets up, he's not going to be able to move.
Okay.
These ain't the Hante anime tentacles, right? That take advantage of him, right?
They took advantage of my mouth. I don't know what you're talking about. Get the hell out of here.
I seen
I did that.
Yeah, you raped my mouth with tentacles from another beholder. They're they're absolutely tentacles like that from hentai.
Was it the charm tentacle, Nick?
It was not
used
the
on
charm
him?
tentacle.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I don't know if you guys ever seen that one with Vox Machina when the halfling gets wrapped up by the tentacle and all of a sudden the tentacle sticks his mouth and
he's like, I like
in the
this.
mouth.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, right. He's like liking it all of a sudden. I was like, oh shit.
So, with that being the end of Helena's turn in the LAIR action, the LAIR action, Ulan, it is your turn.
I'm gonna hop on my shield. And
Okay.
I'm gonna go this way.
Okay.
I don't know how far I'd get.
I think you can get 50 feet.
How far is 50 feet from where I was?
That's literally about as far as you went.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh, okay.
Damn,
Yep.
good guess.
So if I were you, I would probably go on like 50. Like,
Or at least be above a
let me
be
think. I
above
would have gone
a something.
this way, right? Because his eye is focused this way, so you might get caught in it.
I ain't done yet.
Okay, my bad.
He doesn't.
My bad.
Oh shit, I forgot.
I'm a dash and go
Okay.
more this way and come up to his side.
Okay,
Am I
cool.
able to get behind him?
He's kind of like backed himself into a corner right now. So no,
Go above him.
you can get under him.
Ride that bastard.
I can get under him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go underneath him.
Okay, cool.
Would
And-
I be able? Was that dash? Dash is an action, correct?
Correct.
For
I'm gonna
everybody
use,
but a rogue.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my action surge,
Okay, go for it.
and I'm gonna
Oh
swing at him.
yeah.
That's how it's done.
Up. Sorry.
Would I get advantage since Helena's on his side?
Uh,
I'd say no as a D.
yeah.
You're underneath them and not adjacent.
Correct.
Bug. That's a 13.
13's not gonna do it.
Didn't you take the
Is he?
lucky?
Is it still blinded? Is it blinded or?
It is technically blinded right now. So I believe you'd have advantage on that.
Ah,
Okay.
I don't know if
Let me
blinded can
just look at
constitute.
this. I'm just looking at
Oh,
the.
does I have?
They just
Yes, they do.
fail.
Attacks against a
Oh,
blinded
cool.
creature have advantage.
I was just looking at my cheat sheet. So we'll take those first two rolls as your first advantage attack, and we'll say that that one didn't hit.
Okay. 26
Yeah, that'll do it.
for 12 points damage,
Okay.
and then a nat 20.
There you go.
Oh,
That's nice.
Oh yeah.
8 plus 5, 18 total for that one.
Sweet. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3 attacks. Anything from a bonus action at all?
Nope.
Okay, cool. We'll move on. With a legendary action from the Beholder. It's gonna respond to this last attack that he just got and shoot a random ray underneath him. That is gonna be a blue-colored ray. As it kind of hits you, Ulin, it feels somewhat slimy. I will need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
16 plus thing from Helena if I'm close
Mhm.
enough.
So yeah, it feels like you're being washed over with some kind of slimy liquid just for like a split second. You feel terrified, but you quickly shake it off.
Okay.
And that's the end of that. Snags, you're up.
So Rags is pretty much out of commission.
You can take. I'll say that.
Can he make a check to see if he comes out of because the paralyzation and then he's also snagged? So let me try and maybe get rid of one of them.
Yeah. So we'll do the paralyzing first. Have them make a Constitution save.
Sure. So that's only +3 this time. Natty 20. Woohoo! 23
Yeah.
total.
So manages to shake off the stunning effect of the paralyzation ray, and now starts to struggle. That it is wrapped up in some sort of beholder sprout.
I just tell him to be calm and to just collect himself and break out next when he can. And he tells Rags that he needs to go and attack the beholder as soon as he breaks free. Snags will move forward 30. That just puts him next to the commoner there. Oh wait, I can't do that.
I was gonna say, I just
yeah,
want you to know
totally,
that's
totally
like a 40-foot
spaced that.
drop right there.
Totally spaced that. Okay. Then I'm only gonna get a chance to do this. So the eyes open. He's just unseeing.
No, it's closed right now. It's like he is struggling with he's doing that like thing where like you close your eye and you look around to try and get the crap to like collect in the corners of your eyes so you can finally open it without pain.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing right now. His cornea was burnt. Do you blame him?
Nope. Okay. So I'm just gonna go and take that dust of dryness packet.
Mm-hmm.
And is it like heavy? Can I throw it, or is it just like a light little thing full of pinches of dust?
It's like I actually have one right here. It's like a small drawstring leather bag. It's got a string gone through it that you can pull it tight so that it won't open.
Okay.
But it is relatively light. About as light as like if you went out and grabbed some dust out of your driveway or something and filled a little small leather sack up, it'd be about that heavy.
Okay. All right, then I'll get that ready, but I'm gonna take that gem of brightness and I'm gonna spend the second command word. Expend a charge, cause the gem to fire a brilliant beam of light at one creature you see within 60 feet and needs to make a DC 15 con save, or have the blinded condition for 1 minute. So it'll just keep the blindness going.
You said wisdom save, right?
It is a Constitution 15 DC.
Okay, that's not as good. Well, it did pass that.
Okay. Yeah, it was a long shot, but
worth a try.
Yep. Okay. I will. I think I can call out within 60 feet. Let me. And all of those guys are within 60 feet, so I will. Krez, what do you? I guess Krez is next. What are you doing, Krez?
Oh, this is what I'm gonna do. Is gonna be fun and probably kill me, but we're gonna do it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say whatever you're gonna do it now and make it count, and I'll give you bardic
I
inspiration.
still have yours from last one.
If you don't know. Okay, then I will give it to.
Dr.
Helena.
Rags.
Helena, you can do this. Kick his ass. And that is my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's gonna be another legendary action. Essentially, just do another little measurement. Yeah, this entire platform. You see this film start. Those of you that are still on it, you see this film start to develop on the surface of it, and moving your foot just a little bit, it is super slick now.
Gross.
So moving on this platform, at least until the next round. Oh no, wait, I'm looking at the wrong effect. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be an eye ray. Okay, so this is gonna go towards the platform. I'm gonna need Prez to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is it against a charmed effect?
I don't know. It's sleep. I don't know if that would be considered charmed, would it?
Charmed or frightened?
No. Nope, just unconscious. Like this ray almost looks like just shimmering air, and then you start to feel it, and it's like some sort of noxious fume.
Cool. I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration.
You just get a D10 extra.
Oh, okay. So flat roll. Well, never mind. It's a 19 total, and then if it doesn't pass, I'll roll the d10 for bardic inspiration.
No, you pass with that.
Okay.
Awesome.
You like let out a pretty hefty yawn.
I have a +0 to my wisdom, so my ass was panicking.
Yeah, you just let out a pretty hefty yawn and quickly shake it off.
And it was the panicking that got your adrenaline rushing and kept you awake.
Wow, I can't believe I just saw that. Okay.
What's your
So-
crazy ass action you're gonna do, Chris?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? It's your turn.
Okay, so he's 50, depending on which way you measure it, he's exactly 50 feet away from me, or 51 feet. So I'm going to fly over to him on my sheath, and I'm going to grab both of his eyelids since they're shut, and I'm going to clamp it and hold it down.
Oh. Okay.
And since I'm raging, I'm going to do it reckless if I have to do an attack for it, or, well, if it's a strength check, I get advantage on.
Yeah, it's gonna be a strength check.
Okay.
So essentially, how this is gonna work is it's gonna be opposed strength checks between you and Karazakar.
So, and because it's
Why don't you just pull the eyeball out? Reach your hands in there and
because
yank
they
his
would take a
eyeball out.
lot more than that to pull his eye out.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but I get 2 chances at this because attack opportunity. If it's considered a grapple,
Nice.
I can do 2 of them. So I'll roll
Yeah,
both ones. Or first one with advantage since it's a strength check is 13 plus a bardic inspiration. Or no, sorry, it's a 16 plus 4, so a 20 total
20.
in the first.
Yeah, you
Nice.
definitely grapple this thing's eyes. Or
Okay.
this eye.
All right, and then with the fact that he's being held, since I still get 1 more attack action, I'm gonna get an unarmed strike. So I'm gonna do
Okay.
4
Headbutt
damage.
his eyeball.
Punch
Headbutt his
him in the
eyeball. Oh, you got horns. You'd probably gouge his eyeball out.
No, I'm just gonna punch him in the side of the head.
Okay,
Reckless.
yeah. Do it up.
And 14 to hit is probably not gonna hit.
A 14 is not gonna hit.
Fine. I'm still holding his eye, so he can't open his eye.
Okay, cool. So at the end of your turn, it's gonna make its last legendary action. It's gonna fire.
You get 4 per turn.
Gets 3.
Use one after Hab, after Helena, and Yulin.
How many eyeballs?
You are correct.
Use
say,
the
it's
one
like-
after me too.
Well, shit.
Or no, he might
Oh
not
no,
have
the
used
ones
one
after you. That one was is a LAIR action.
I know that there's been like 3 legendary actions that happened so far, and a lair.
Okay. Well then, yeah, that was his last one before. It is now his turn, and
Layer.
technically his eye is healed from the torch, but it is being held shut by one Krez Draven on his eye. He's gonna
Sorry
try
if you
and
guys could hear that.
he's gonna try and fight that.
How did he get over there without falling?
My sheath.
His eye is closed right now.
Yeah, so I was able to fly over because his eye was closed. Sheath.
Okay, so yeah, he is struggling. He's trying to rotate in every which way to get you off. All the while, he is trying his best to get away from Helena.
He's held. He can hover though, but his movement should be 0 if he's held.
If he's
I don't
grappled,
know how you want to.
He has a fly speed and it is hover.
But Krez is also flying against it, and he's being held.
Yeah.
I don't know how do you want to. This is a strange predicament.
It
his
really
speed
is.
becomes 0. And cannot
Or
Yeah.
benefit from any
he's bigger.
speed.
Krez might get dragged along, but he's also surrounded, so he would get attacks of opportunities. So whatever you want to do, man.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, he's a size bigger than Krez. I'd say that Krez would be like, kind of like how the situation with Snags and Rags is. Like, Snags is riding Rags. They can both move independently, but since the size is different, their strength may be the same, but they might not be able to, like, wrestle one to the ground just by size alone. But I feel
Question.
like this works story-wise, that Krez would be holding onto this thing and Helena trying to run away.
Question.
Yeah, because it is afraid.
You have a question, Hab.
Yes. Okay, like thinking, imagine this being like little airplanes, right? Wouldn't he like just drop like 20 feet down, right? And take Krez with him, right? But
You try.
yeah, be out of the way of both players, Helena and Yulin, right? He'll still be in the same position, but it wouldn't give them an attack of opportunity. He's just changing altitude, not
That
distance.
still would do it. The way I would rule it is if you're going down, any way that you're breaking engagement, that's an attack of opportunity.
Okay, that's a DM question. I was just wanting to learn about that. Okay.
The other thing is also it's magically frightened, so it's moving not of its own volition. Does that mean it gets attacked?
Oh, so it's moving at a fear.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna move this way. Put Ulin right there because he was technically below it. It's gonna get like 20 feet this way with Krez clinging to the eye.
So are they going to get attacks on him?
I'll say, yeah, they will. Why not?
I mean, they should, considering he's incapacitated. No, I would give you.
Choice.
I would
Yeah.
give you that it's grapple. My grapple is eyelid, and he's bigger, so I wouldn't stop him from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I give you that.
Taking you with him. Don't worry. He's taking you with him.
So Helena
gave
missed with
Helena-
her attacks.
I
you
gave
go
her bardic inspiration too.
Yeah, I only meant to roll that once. I don't know why I rolled twice. So what's in your inspiration die?
D10.
Is a D10. Yeah.
Roll high. I believe in you.
The DM rolling.
I didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah, I don't think
Damn.
you control. I don't think you control D&D Beyond.
No, I don't. That's why, like, when I roll her character, I do it on her page, just so
Yeah.
all the characters are at the same disadvantage. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. So,
I'm just not very inspiring.
yeah, Helena takes a swing and misses. Ulin, you manage to smack this thing on the underside as it flies away, though. Go ahead and roll damage.
12.
12. All right. Yep, cut him nice and deep. Yeah, he's still just screaming in this guttural language that none of you seem to understand. He's gonna try and break out of this, and he's gonna fail. No, that was on your turn. I just had it set that way. Have Waters, it is your turn.
Yeah, my character's muttering to himself. Yeah, go find Simon the Simple. It'll be an easy adventure. Yeah, no problem.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Yeah. I freaking take an action surge, right?
Why don't you just make your action first, and then you can do the action surge? That just makes more sense. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. So, just remember that.
Yeah, I
If you move
understand.
forward.
Okay.
Hey, Hob,
Here
you
goes
should move
first.
forward a little bit to the edge of the thing. You should move forward so you're at closer range.
Yeah,
With
I
the
move
short
a little
bow.
bit forward, right? But
It's about
that's a
60
10.
feet.
That's a miss,
That's a miss, definitely.
right? Oh, motherfucker. The other one's a 12. That's a miss.
That is also a miss. Yes.
That's okay. You got 4 more.
20
more.
total. Dirty 20.
There you go. That'll hit.
Total 4. Okay. Where am I at? I'm at third, right now.
You got 3 more. You're doing your action
Okay.
surge right now.
Yeah.
All right. Total 17.
That will not hit.
Oh no, wait. You rolled 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was the damage. Never mind.
Okay.
So 2 more.
Dirty
Nice.
20.
That'll hit. Yeah, one more attack after this.
That's a total of 6. 24, that's a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a total of 5.
Yeah, so you just you start peppering this thing with arrows. They're flying all over the place. You hit a couple. They stick kind of in the facial area. It's trying to like rotate and stuff as it moves to try and swing Krez off, but you're still landing good hits.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And I believe, is that all you're gonna do for your turn?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step a little bit closer to the platform, right? But that's it.
Okay, yeah, so you're at the edge now.
Yeah.
Helena will go
And
next.
that's all my actions. Boom. Just exit out of my page.
Helena will go next. She's gonna say to you, Ulin, it just got hit. It's not scared of me anymore, and it's just gonna take off. Or she's just gonna take off, make some attacks at this thing. That's gonna miss.
So is it looking downwards as it was trying to flee? Or did it just
It's not
hover
looking
down?
at all.
No, it's like
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right,
it's
you're right.
still like if it's still parallel to you guys facing ways, but with Krez holding its eye shut, it can't do really much of anything. So the second attack is gonna hit. So she is gonna do 7 damage plus. She's gonna toss a divine smite in there. Why not?
Remember, she also automatically gets a +1 to 8 or 1d8.
I know.
Make sure. Don't
Plus,
cheap
using
us out, dude.
Dawnbringer, she also gets another 1d8. So with just a first level smite, she's gonna roll an extra 5d8.
God damn.
Good for her. Brighten up his day.
That's gonna be an extra
Nice.
fucking 30.
Only 2 8s.
Damn
Roll
it.
better.
All right. Yeah, and she says something Helena wise like die this time. And at the end of her turn, it's gonna be Karazakar's lair action. And it's gonna be a beholder eye kind of appears on the wall next to her. And it's gonna shoot her with a random eye. Okay. And she is going to make a wisdom saving throw as this pink beam hits her full force. She's a plus 11. I think she'll be fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's fine.
God save Helena.
She just says out loud, the hate I have for you is platonic. And that's going to be Ulin's turn now.
Alright. I'm gonna move back underneath him. So put it right there. I'll be underneath him. And I'm going to swing my longsword at him.
Okay. Sounds like plan.
Any advantage?
We are 3 people around him now.
Yeah, I'm going to say that it's adjacent now.
Okay.
You've made the trifecta.
27
That'll do it.
for 13 points of damage.
Okay.
A 21.
That'll do it.
I'm gonna use Savage Attacker
Yeah, probably a good idea.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Then a 26
Yeah, that's also going to hit.
for another 8 points of damage.
Sweet. Anything else?
No. No, I'm good.
Okay, so Snags the Tailbearer. It is your turn. You see that Krez has this thing's eyes shut, like he's forcefully keeping it shut.
Beautiful. Okay. Is Rags still stuck to the wall? You said that lasted 1 round. Is it did they relent?
Yes, they have withered now, and she is freed of their restrainment.
Okay, so I can fly 80, so we're gonna do that. Gonna
Are you gonna leave Hab on the
fly.
platform?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's doing fine with shooting.
Okay.
Because I'd have to wait for him. I'd have to wait for him for his turn to even get on there, and then I'd only get a. So yeah, I'm not
Right, totally
thinking
get
about
it.
Hob at this moment.
Totally get it.
So I'm going to just. I don't know if this will do anything because the dust doesn't really. It only has like a 13 DC. All right. That stuff that you gave, it was special stuff, right? That dust.
Yes.
It was specifically for this purpose, so I'm just gonna. I don't trust him. He's a drow, and he's a dumb wizard. But I'm gonna just grab a handful of this stuff and just smash it, and it's like sprinkle it over him, so it's like just raining right down on him, on all of his eyes on top.
Okay. So he's gonna make save for that because this is the special dust. Something interesting is going to also happen. Oh fuck! You guys are lucky tonight.
It's
So he
damn right we
fails.
are.
And this dust, when you cast it out, it is very fine and cloudy. Not like sand, but more like just like pure dust.
Like a flour powder in the air.
Yes, like it leaves a lingering cloud. Krez, I'm gonna need you to also make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this thing's a 15-foot cube.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Ilena's also gonna make one
What's
as well.
the DC is what?
15.
Did I make him one too?
No, Ulan, you're a little bit. Actually, yeah. Dust falls
Out of the
down. You
15-foot
make one.
range.
So,
Well, he's underneath it, so it'd fall around him. Would he get, say, advantage
Oh,
at least
no,
on the
yeah,
save?
you're right. He is below it, so he's kind of shielded. So, Ulan, you're good.
That'd be 11 for.
Plus the 4 from Helena, because she's close enough to you.
Then that'd be 15.
15's gonna pass.
Nice.
So yeah, you get this dust in your eyes a little bit, and it does burn a little bit, but it's not enough to
Worse
be
than the meat that I
debilitating.
ate yesterday.
Yeah, as you say that, you let another fart out.
Little green puff comes out my asshole.
And
Nice.
Karazakar immediately just starts screaming a devilish howl through the echoing of this cave. And he says in Undercommon, I will feast on your broken bones soon. Let my eye go.
And then Rags is going to attack him also.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just gonna roll. Is it got advantage?
At this point, you have 1, 2,
I'm
3 of
above him and he's below, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's only a 7 plus, I think, like 4. Let me look. See if I can find his.
There's 11 on the custom.
It's plus 4 or plus 6.
Okay, so 7 plus 6 is 13. That's not gonna hit.
Yeah. Okay. It makes a second attack. That's a little bit better. So 12 plus 16 plus 6. So
So
probably not.
18.
Yeah.
That is gonna hit.
Nice. And it does not a ton of damage. D8 plus. So this first one was a claw. This one would be a beak.
Yeah, so he gets the
So
beak in there.
6 beak damage. Yep. Pecks at him. Peck, peck, peck.
Sweet. So at this point, you guys can see that he is starting to show some fatigue.
Some fatigue.
Rez, you can do this. I give him a
And we'll-
bardic inspiration.
You give it to Krez?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Gonna be a legendary action. Random eye beam at random person.
Would it get disadvantaged since it's blinded by?
Uh,
I'm just giving you a hard time. I don't care.
Well, now I care. I just lost my D10. Ugh. Damn it!
Worst. You're
I
gonna
hated
step
it.
on
Went under
later.
my desk.
You're gonna step on it later.
At least it's not a D4.
No.
Yeah.
I would stop the game right now. And be like, I have to find that. It's gonna debilitate my life later.
Goes to get up from playing RuneScape, steps on it, goes fuck.
I would. That'd just be like, oh, I finally finished this quest. Motherfuck.
Yeah, I bought like what was it, 30 D4s for as a wholesale. Right? And one of my friends was like, "Man, what? He dropped them all on the floor. We spent pretty much like 20 minutes trying to find this shit."
Oh yeah, I'd be pissed. Okay, so Snags, as you're flying by, one of these other tentacles perks up, kind of glows a little bit at you, and it, almost like shooting gas across the room, this ray hits you, and you start to feel a little bit sleepy. I'm gonna need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. 11.
I believe that this aura works within 30 feet of you.
I think it's 10, and I think
He is just out of that. So yeah, you fall asleep.
Dang it. Okay. So Rags is mentally connected to me, so he would know that I'm passed out on top of him.
Uh-huh. So yeah, you're just unconscious for 1 minute.
Okay. Good thing I got
So-
tie straps.
Krez, it is now your turn. You have one hand on the eyelid of this thing, desperately trying to keep it closed, and it is fighting back. I'm gonna need you to make me another strength saving throw.
ooh, okay. Wow, how do I roll double 4? So 16. Being that close to
Oof.
Helena.
So that is not gonna be enough to hold it shut.
Is it
You-
not on my turn?
It is your turn. So this thing's eye is just sprung open, and I'll say that like you're just on the lip of its face
Mhm.
right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what are you gonna do?
Oh, what am I gonna do? First of all, he's gonna eat that blinding orb on my first attack. So he's just gonna get that orb that I have from the wizard to blind him.
Or you're just gonna shove it in his eye?
Oh, right in front of him.
What was the effect of that powder that I threw on him?
So, oh fuck, I forgot about the powder. So
Yeah,
he
you didn't
doesn't
even tell
open
me
his
what
eye.
happened.
He should be blinded for the next minute.
Yeah, he is blinded. He can't open his eye. So you let
Okay.
go of it, and it just keeps it shut. The glowingness is stopped completely. Like even before when you were holding it shut, like little bits of light were letting out, but not enough to like totally fuck up one of your spells.
Oh, so
This
that will
time
change
it's
what I'm
like,
doing.
yeah, at
blinded.
this time the light is turned off, and you're just on its face as it screams. It's very hard to keep control. So yeah, I guess instead of what I said, we'll just have you
Then I'm gonna swing at him with my brutal strike.
that's fine, but I'll have you make an athletics check first, just because this thing's in pain. It's moving around really erratically, just to make sure you're still holding on.
But I mean, I'm on my sheath, so even if I can let go of
Oh,
his
yeah, you're on-
eye,
God damn it,
swing
you guys
at
have so
him.
much stuff. Roll up them attacks, friend.
Okay, so the first one, foregoing advantage, just roll DC 10. That's gonna be 16 with my bardic inspiration. Come on, DC 10. Give me anything but a +1. +5, so 21 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Cool. That means he's gonna take Sundering Blow +2 8 plus 1d10, so he's taking 14 plus 6, so 20 points of damage, and the next attack that's not mine gets a +5 on it. And then he gets swung on reckless, so 20 points of damage on the first attack. Reckless swing on the next, which is 29 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
He's gonna take an additional 11 points of damage.
Jesus.
And
Damn.
with a little bit of my movement, I'm gonna shift up to above him, hop off my sheath, and just land on his head.
Okay, that's fine. I'll let you do that.
And put my sheath back. So if he starts falling from his death, I can land on my sheath and keep going.
Okay. That'll be all.
That'll be it on my turn.
Okay, so this thing's blinded. Very hard for it to see. It is just going to start.
And I'm currently dancing on top of it.
It's going to just start shooting. It's going to start shooting rays in directions that it can't reach as of current. Like, it's going to shoot one at Rags, it's going to shoot one at Krez, and it's going to shoot one at Ulin.
Go for it.
So I'm going to figure out which one's doing what. One at Rags. I will need Rags to make a wisdom saving throw.
Would it hit me or the bird? Because I'm above him and I'm passed out on top of the bird.
He's throwing it at
Technically, it would
Rags.
hit Rags.
Okay. So I'm going to roll for
Uh,
Rags or me?
For you. Or for Rags. I'm sorry. Damn it.
Okay. And it's a wisdom, so I'll just give you the d20. It's 14 on the die. And he has a probably not much of a wisdom +1. So 15 total plus whatever, 15.
Okay, so
I
currently...
did give him Bardic Inspiration, and he didn't need it to break free. So can I roll the d10 for him for that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Excellent. So nice, plus 9.
Yeah, that's gonna be enough. Rags kind of gets fearful for a second, thinks about running away, but then kind of fights through it. Makes it through. Krez, I'm gonna need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, with
As you feel
advantage.
yourself, you start to feel yourself from an outside source, unbeknownst to you, start to push you.
24.
Okay, so yeah. You feel this telekinetic force try to like hold you in place, but you're just too strong. You fight back, and soon it just breaks away. Ulin is gonna be
Good job.
the last one. And okay. So Ulin, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw as one of these tentacles kind of looks down at you and shines an orange light.
15.
+4 from Helena because you're with 19.
Yeah.
Lucky.
So you're gonna take half of 8d8 necrotic damage.
Was that a fail?
Oh, you got that, Ray.
That was a
I
fail.
get half.
Or now that was a pass, so you're getting half.
Oh, okay.
Man.
How much am I taking?
So
Half
you're
of
gonna
8d8.
take half of 35, which is gonna be 18.
Okay.
I round up. I know your math is a little bit.
No. The roundup is fine. I was gonna point out, like, we've been in 4 rounds of combat with this beholder, and that's the first bit of damage we've taken.
Yeah, but in situations like this, it's like any any bad roll could mean plummeting to our death. Like Snags could die anytime.
I mean, yeah, and Helena's
One
about
less
to
goblin.
get bit, so there's that.
Wait, Helena's about to get bit?
Me.
Bit? No, did you just say dick?
You said bit.
Yeah, I said bit.
Don't worry, he's got to roll a disadvantage because he's blinded, so he can't see the thing to bite her. I'm
Yeah.
okay with this.
Keyword, he tries. He tries. But just almost like biting at nothing, he almost bites the wall instead. And Krez, you get kind of dizzy from the fact that it twisted around so quickly.
That's
Tell
okay.
Elena when she comes back on that she was molested by a freaking beholder.
Oh, she's gonna love that. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to top of round 4. Hab, you were alone on this platform over here, and the rest of the crew is kind of surrounding it like in usual fashion and beating the shit out of it. What are you gonna do?
For one thing, what is this platform again?
Stone.
It is like a raised platform above the entirety of this chasm, and behind you, there's like a big stone disc embedded in this wall of very hard and dense looking rock. It has an emblem of an eye etched into it.
Okay. So this is not something one of the characters produced or something like that.
No,
Okay.
this is something that was here that I just
Alright.
didn't put on the map because I'm lazy.
All right.
Because
Okay.
he didn't expect
well,
us to
I'm
go
gonna-
that way.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot, right? But before I do that, I am going to use 3 of my superiority dices.
Okay.
Right. And I am going to use that for. Hold on. Oh, it's coming. And
He wants to know about you coming.
That's what she said.
yeah. Not menacing attack. Precision attack.
There we go.
When you make a weapon attack roll, you can expend 1 superior die to add to the roll before or after the roll is made for special effects that are applied. Okay, boom. All right. That means I get to roll a D10, I believe. Right?
Yeah, along with your
5D10. Okay. All right. Here we go. Short bow. Boom. That's a 16 plus 24 plus 10.
Yeah, 24 hits.
Yeah. It hits. I know. All right. So it's a total of a lot of damage. Excuse me, a lot of hit. Okay, this is damage. It's a 6.
Okay.
All right. The other one is a 21. Well, I guess Jesus Christ, I don't have to really use that stuff.
Nope.
All right.
So we'll just say you didn't use the other one.
Yeah, that's a 9 total.
Okay.
Come on, dice, disappear, guys. I can see. And my last roll. That is a total dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. Good hit.
And that's a 4. Or, excuse me, a total of 7. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so I only used 2 of them, right?
I think technically you only used 1, but you didn't even really need to use it, so I'll allow you to just keep it if you want.
Okay, all right, so I'll just keep it. Right? It's not like I
Okay.
could use trip at this distance, you know, or menacing attack.
Beholders
you know?
can't be tripped. Beholders can't be tripped.
You cannot.
They can't be knocked
I was
prone.
looking
so-
at my freaking thing. Sweeping attack, no. Trip attack, no. Precision attack, no. Menacing
Dude, you're over
attack.
there like
I'm
flipping Legolas.
yeah. I'm like, how could I use menacing attack with a freaking bow? It's like, I just angrily fucking throw the bow at him instead of the fucking arrow. And
By technicality, his first attack was a 29 day. Because I had Sundering Blow on him, so the next attack roll got +5 on him.
Right.
29 day hit.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
So will that be all
that's all.
for your turn then?
That's all my stuff. I'm good.
Okay.
How's he looking?
As of right now,
I'm a little bit tired.
Mad.
He's looking
My
pretty
character's
hurt.
been sitting on that
Like-
platform. Oh, wait, you're talking about the beholder, okay?
like from where you've been stabbing him before, like the corner of his eye is cut very deeply. It is also filled with sand somehow.
Man, he's gonna have to take out that contact later on and wash it.
You can tell that like he has some eyes that seem to have been sewed onto him, but they look very diseased and they don't look like they're
Yuck.
taking. He's bleeding from some other places.
He's looking hurt, but he's not looking rough.
No, he's looking pretty hurt. He's
Okay,
looking pretty
okay.
rough.
Okay.
And next up's gonna be Helena's turn, and she with advantage is going to attack this thing with Dawnbringer.
Imagine being an optometrist for a freaking beholder.
Light
That's
it
gonna
up.
hit.
Light it up.
So she's gonna take 8 damage plus some smites. Base 2 plus the second level spell, so it's gonna be 68. I think.
Finish it off.
Let me just double check that I'm doing that right.
You can just add a few extra D8. It's no biggie.
I bet it would.
I'm surprised he's still standing. I mean, I know all I've been doing is pecking at him, and everybody's freaking probably like done tons of damage.
So with the spell slot, it's gonna be 48, and plus the other bonuses is gonna be 68. Jesus Christ. So that's 27. That's just for the first attack, by the way. Second attack. That's gonna hit. So she's gonna do the same thing that she did before. She's gonna channel another second level smite in. So it's gonna be 6 plus 32.
Nice.
So yeah, Krez, you get the best view of this. I can't believe I had to do this as Helena, man. This sucks. But it's still fun.
Yeah.
She rises up high above this this beholder, and in Abyssal, she says a phrase that I don't know if any of you speak Abyssal, so if you do, go ahead and speak up. But she says something in Abyssal that you've heard her say before.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
And
Right.
just right next to Krez, just stabs deep with Dawnbringer, like all the way down to the hilt. And this thing screams loudly and begins to fall.
Excuse me, DM. How
Yes?
much does
Don't
this
they
fucking
hover?
thing weigh?
What do you mean, the beholder?
Yeah, how much does it weigh?
Oh, dear God.
Levitated?
No, just hang on. How much does it weigh?
I'm fucked.
Does the magic wear off of me?
The magic does wear off of you. You wake up on the back of Rags.
Okay. Do I see
Okay.
it plummeting?
Hold on. How much does it
Go
weigh? Let him answer my question first before everybody starts talking over
Sure.
me.
I'm going to say, with the size of this thing, I'm going to say it weighs at least like 800 pounds.
Okay. So I'm going to use my sheath and I'm going to like hold onto a couple of its eye stalks, try and stop it from falling to no avail. But to hopefully
Okay.
slow it down for a second.
Can I feather fall it?
It catches tension on your hands, but to no avail. Yeah, it slips through. You rip off one of the
Actually,
stalks.
for comedy's sake, you should actually make him roll which eye stalks he grabbed. You know, the fake ones or the real ones.
That's the thing. You grabbed one of each, and the fake one came off in his hand.
Would you give me a chance to react and cast Featherfall on it so it doesn't splat?
Absolutely, you could.
Okay. I wake up and I see it plummeting and I just reach out my hand and Featherfall on it.
Yeah, it's like as soon as you get consciousness, like you wash the sleepies out of your eyes and you look at it and you go, oh no, Featherfall.
My eye!
And yeah, it just slowly starts to drift off into the dark.
Well, we got to go
I'm
get its
assuming-
eye socket out.
I was going to say, I
How's-
assume one
Yeah.
of you guys follows it.
Oh, I'm going to follow it. But how do the commoners look now?
As of right now, the whole time they have been like, I should have actually moved them, but they've all retreated to these tunnels. And after the battle has ended, who immediately goes after the eye? First
I'm
off?
going after the eye.
So you're going after the eye. You go down. So So yeah, you're gone.
I'll fly down where it's safer, down where the slaves were at.
Okay.
I figure he can check out the cultist wizard while he's down there also, see if he has anything on him. And
Okay,
I'll just
so,
go and try and communicate with maybe pick up Hob. I'll probably pick up Hob and
Okay.
then fly him
Play
down
with
to the
that.
safe platform.
I'm gonna play with that little dial that's on the wall with the beholder eyeball. See what's that about.
you want to investigate the door?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll have you make an investigation check.
This place is
Rags are-
probably trapped.
Snags and Rags are gonna check on the slaves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Helena goes with you too.
Of course it's gonna be trapped. You gotta freaking make the DM happy, get him caught, get caught in a trap or
Let him
two.
engage the trap. Come on.
That's true.
He's
That's
worked
true.
so hard on it,
Nah, I'm kidding. I don't give a shit. She flies up. I'll say that you go to this group of these ones over here.
I'll speak
You
in
get-
undercommon to him. Sorry, go ahead.
You get there and a human steps out. He says in common, Is he gone?
Oh, you've been freed. You're welcome.
We've been
I'll
freed.
hand him a good. I'll hand them each a good berry.
He, as soon as he sees the berry and you're offering it, quickly takes it out of your hand and scarfs it down. Ah, finally some real food.
It's like
And
one
then
berry.
from across the chasm, over by Helena, you start to hear growing voices, and finally, in the middle of the room, you hear this thing yell, "My friends, we're finally free!" And hundreds of humans and dwarves.
Hundreds.
Let me.
Damn.
I have the list here, and I'm gonna tell you how many that you see. You see 21 dwarves, 17 humans, 11 moon elves, 8 female drow, 1 male drow, 5 deep gnomes, 23 goblins. So I'll say that these groups over here, they were all goblins. And what you
Okay.
would understand as as an orog, which is kind of like an orc, about 15 of them. And I'll say that those are the ones that Helena met up with.
So far, that's about 100.
Yeah.
A little over 100. Okay.
I look at old boy. I'm like, hey, it looks like you got yourself an army.
Did you roll me an investigation check, Hab?
No, I'm still waiting
would he
for
roll you
death
in?
to come.
Because he
Yeah.
wanted
Okay.
to
It's a
investigate
total of
this door.
9.
Yeah, it's a solid door. It's got the
I
same
see a
symbol as the
door.
beholder.
There's a door there.
Oh, and you can tell it's a door. That's one other
Yeah.
thing you understand.
Yeah, and of course.
So, down in the pits, this chasm, from
Yeah,
the lowest bridge is another 500 feet.
Oh,
Right.
jeez.
I
So
flew all
you-
the way down after it, as
Yeah,
it
you-
was falling.
You guys get to. I'll say Ulin went with you too. Yeah, you guys find numerous amounts of bones. Looks like they, for a while, used to push stuff down here.
So the first thing I'd like to do while I'm down here is I'm gonna start cutting, not deep, but enough to start layering to cut his main eye socket out.
Okay.
Slowly but steadily, I'm gonna cut this eye out.
Yeah, that's all right. So I'll say that there's no check.
Okay.
Ulin, are you gonna help him?
Yes.
Okay, so it'll take you half the time. If it was just you, I would say it'd probably take like a couple hours to get it out intact, maybe like 3 or 4. But now that you have Ulin with you, it's gonna probably take half the time.
Okay.
Just because you have that extra
Prestidigitation the
manpower.
goop off of them. After they're done, I'll clean them off with a spell.
And then after I'm done with that, I want to look at that other guy's corpse and see what got on him.
Let me just look at that.
Just try and get all of the people organized, and if any of them have like broken legs or wounds, start tending some wounds and ask them whatever information they know about what's up there, and if there's any more bad guy minions in charge that we have to worry about. Any other dangers?
He says there's no other enemies that we know other than Shedrak, but as we saw, he was taken out quite easily. But
was he a powerful spellcaster? I'm
he was
asking the guy.
He was very powerful. And Krez, this other guy didn't have anything on him.
Not a wand, not a staff, nothing.
No, sir.
Cool. Then just to be mad at him, since I know he's already
I
like a.
I lied. I'm looking at the notes wrong. He has strapped to his side in preparation to use some sort of spell scroll.
So I'm gonna take the scroll. I'm not gonna look at the scroll. I'm not gonna try and read the scroll. I'm just gonna take the scroll, give it to Snags when I get back up.
I'll identify it when we rest.
He also had a bag, but along with the spell scroll, had some potions, but they got crushed in the impact.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Any gold, silver, platinum?
Nope.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna heft the eye up and fly up with my stuff and hand the scroll over to Snags. And we got the eye. I
What
don't
do
know
you
if I
have?
can. I have no idea, dude. It speaks in languages I don't understand. You'll look at it, you'll figure it the hell out. Do we got a place to put
Fair
this
enough.
eye, or are we gonna like cast teleport and go
Stick
back
it
to the
in.
guy?
We would have to wait until I got a 7th level spell slot because I foolishly fixed her leg before the fight.
That's
Like a genius.
fine, but
I can
don't
I have
think-
teleportation circle. I can still get us there, but what are we gonna do about all these people?
they could figure it the fuck out themselves. We freed them from a slave encampment.
That is very true.
It's like I don't want to be
Hey,
mean, but
no.
you want to get 100 people out of here? Like they're a small army, they can work their way through the worm nest. Just tell them to walk very silently.
So
To be honest, Snags would only be worried about the goblins himself, and he would be communicating with them about a safe place for them if they're wanting to go. I can send them directly there.
So you're talking to the goblins about sending them to a safe place to go.
I do the same thing with the humans and the dwarves.
And you asked them also about the information that they know, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll say that this first goblin is called Lockjaw.
Nice.
And he is going to tell you 3 different things. He's going to say that Karazakar was obsessed with finding some sort of arcane contraption known as the maze engine.
Okay.
He also tells you, points up to the ceiling where you'll see a large kind of disintegration ray made depiction of a beholder, and in the center of the central eye, you can notice that there's a little hole. It says in
Like a
there,
key?
it's like big enough for like all of you guys to like very tightly squeeze through. But he says up there is a treasury of things that they have collected. Shedrak would put them up there for.
Maybe there's a journal of some kind about the maze engine. We can find out more up there. Do you know if
Also
it's magically trapped?
That is not, but that's what I was also getting to. There's that separate door there, and he points up to the landing where Hab is standing to the door. A very strange mechanical creature is locked in there.
Mechanical?
Karazakar had a very big interest in him. Why, I don't know.
Is it dangerous?
I wouldn't say it's dangerous. I'd say more it's broken. It doesn't seem to speak in anything sensical.
Okay. Well, we can check it out.
Okay. I mean, you could, if you can get through the door, more power to you. I think you mentioned something about sending us to a safe place, though.
It will take some time. I can only send so many with the teleportation circle at a time. So you guys need to figure out amongst yourself who wants to go somewhere back home and who wants to just leave this place on foot.
All I
It
know
will
is
take time to do that.
All
So
I know
figure
is
it out amongst yourself. Sorry, go ahead.
the majority of us are in no shape to travel right now. A lot of
Well,
us
I
been
will.
without food for days.
So
Hold on,
talking to
Snags.
our group. Hmm.
Oh, Snags. We killed the beholder. The only threat
Yeah.
that was here. We could hang here for a day or two if need
Yeah.
be. Get people
That's
out.
what I was just going to suggest as a
Yeah.
conversation with my party members to figure out what our next steps are. Yeah, if we spend a day, then we can do a lot and then
Like-
teleport back ourselves.
The only worry is the eyeball spoiling, right? But like it should be fine for a day or two.
Helena has a spell, I believe, that will keep things from spoiling. I'm not sure, though.
Speaking of which, she comes flying over and she says, "These guys are fucking starving. What should we do?"
I'm handing out good berries like they're candy on Halloween.
Okay.
I immediately
So
just
all
give
I-
up my last 4 dryer legs. Like, hey, split these how you want.
The dwarven men in this congregation of people, they can walk.
Also, there is the corpse of a beholder below. And if you guys aren't too opposed to cooking and eating, there is a
I'm sure they
beholder
would love
corpse.
that.
So using all of my leftover first, second, third, and fourth level spell slots, I can make 100 good berries and just feed everybody.
And that'll feed them for the day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be nourished for the day,
Okay. If that's what you want to do.
and I'll still have some
I mean,
teleportation circle spells I can send some people away if they want.
We gotta
we
find
can
out where
camp
they,
here.
where they
There's nothing
skate
that can
at.
stop us. I'm gonna go grab Han and bring her in and be like, hey, the threat's over. We
Yeah.
won. Honestly, it was an easy fight. We barely had
No,
to
it
try.
wasn't. It was dangerous.
I'm
That
lying
could have
through
gone
my
so
teeth.
bad.
It could have, but it went
Yeah,
super fucking easy.
Yeah, I'm
We
standing
slaughtered
behind
him.
him going, no, it was not. No, it was not.
I
Right?
disagree. I threw a torch in the guy's
Nick
eye.
could
I
have
held
been
his
such
eye
an
shut.
a-hole. He could have
Oh,
had
dude,
me
I
fall
could've
off
been. I
the
could've just been
bird.
like, yep, fuck all of you.
Yeah, make a roll for your bird to see if it keeps you on its back. Nope, you're dead.
I could have been even worse from the beginning. Have been like, the only way you're gonna get out of its gaze is if you run on these sketchy ass bridges
Hmm.
away.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
I
the best
mean-
thing I did was just actually stand my ground and just pepper him.
I'm just
With-
saying, according to me, it was the easiest beholder we've ever killed. What, somebody suffered a little bit of damage? One person?
No, the easiest one was the one that tried to molest you in a tent.
No, I disagree. I disagree because some of us took a lot of damage during that one. We only had one person get hurt on this one. So I think this was the easiest beholder for somebody that was talking a big game. He got his eye held shut like a bitch. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that was pretty
beholders
epic.
are proudful. I was just trying to.
Yeah,
fill
you
the
did a
role,
good job.
You know?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great.
You won't
Uh,
beat me. You motherfuckers beat me.
Yeah.
I guess after feeding the troops, probably fly up and help Hob figure out that door. Does it look like it's? I'll do like a detect magic and identify if needed.
Really
Rich-
quick. Is everybody
ritual.
good to go for another hour?
No, which character is this that's you're
mean-
using?
I am good to go for another hour.
Which character is this that you're using, man?
What are you talking about?
No, I'm asking which characters came up there to check out the door with me.
Oh, that'd be
Just
Snags.
snags.
Snags and
right? So,
Rags.
okay, I tell Snags. I don't like. Okay, I discerned that it is
Hab,
a
Jose,
four.
hold up a second. Nick asked a question because we are past our time. If everybody's okay to
Yes.
play for another hour, let everybody answer that question
Yes.
before you continue on the role play. I appreciate it.
Please.
Hold up a second. If
My
anybody has
wife is My wife is home. She just woke up. She's last 3-night graveyard shift, so they're not like requiring me or anything. She's up there with the kids, and
Okay,
so
so you're good for
I can
another
go an
hour.
hour.
Ulin, are you good for another hour?
Yeah.
And Jose?
Message Meg.
Yes.
Yeah, message Meg really quick. I'm gonna take like 10
Yeah.
minutes to step outside and hit my vape a couple times.
Breathe for a moment, guys. We just killed a beholder with very little damage to us. Like if I could ever find somebody to animate this episode of how well we killed this beholder without taking any damage apart, it needs to be done.
No. My thing is, how did we kill the freaking damn wizard so easy?
Because he cast fly, I blinded the beholder to where Snags could cast dispel on him, and he fell to his death. He fell 650 in 6 seconds.
I did the
Wow.
dispel at 4th level, so it was an automatic failure on the spell's part. And if he had tried to counter it, then he would have had to have made a roll.
And I guess I'll give you a little peek behind the screen here. That wouldn't happen.
He wouldn't be able to counter.
It physically couldn't. He didn't have it.
Nice.
So he didn't have fly spell.
No, he
or-
had fly. He casted
Yeah.
fly, and he got dispelled, and he didn't have
Ah.
counterspell to react to it. You can't cast fly as a reaction, so he fell to his death in 6
Oh,
seconds.
Okay,
Hey Nick,
okay.
thanks for letting us retcon in the beginning, because that was we really
after I
needed to make
spend-
some sort of plan.
Well, it's just
Thank
like-
you.
I tell every DM and every player this. When you're DM, you got to remember who's on the other side of the table too.
Yeah.
And I put myself in your guys' shoes, and I was like, yeah, I did kind of just shoehorn you guys in there.
Yeah,
And
you
that's not
did.
fair.
I mean, I was willing to just go straight up and Krez fight, even if it meant all of us dying, because that's just where
Yeah.
the story was at that particular moment. And it's like, I won't argue against planning, because Krez as a character wouldn't argue against planning. Snags
And you know
absolutely
that
would.
Helena
100%
would also.
would. Yeah, Helena would.
Yeah.
Helena would have been like, how the hell did we get here already? We
But
hadn't
she
even
would've been-
walked in the cave. What the
He would have
fuck?
been the first one to be like, whoa, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, slow your fucking roll for a second, DM. What the fuck?
So you got married to a beholder, right? You're now having no beholder children, right?
Well, apparently they can just dream themselves into existence.
Yeah.
How do you know he's not already coming back?
Well, considering we have his
My
eye.
brother Nathan, my brother DM'd us, and it was an Underdark campaign with a bunch of old school friends from high school, and it was a lot of fun. I was playing a divination wizard, and we had a beholder, and he homebrewed him, and like it was just like this perverted giant beholder with like a huge wang hanging down. It was it was a gross combat, but we won. But did we win?
Did we win?
Yeah,
Did we
beholders
really?
are gross.
Yeah, they all went home with freaking PTSD.
Yeah.
From the
Well,
situation.
beholders are insane, so it's thought on how it was supposed to procreate was that it was in like a skin suit of like a human that was just kind of like dangling legs. I don't know. It was a weird.
No,
My brother's
we
a
had
weird
like
guy.
one time. I could, you guys just reminded me of the freaking time we used dust of sneezing and choking on a beholder. Right. Well, the thing is, right,
Kinda
the
what we just
beholder had
did.
like a whole bunch of
Yep.
goblins controlling these little levers up in the ceiling, the traps and stuff like that, right? And he started sneezing and he backed up into one of the freaking platforms that held a whole bunch of goblins and hit a lever. A couple of goblins fell off, and all of a sudden the freaking these traps started setting off by themselves, and we're freaking running out of this place because it's become a completely nightmare. One of the freaking cables broke, right?
Hello.
And
Hello.
we start running to get out of it. It was like
Hello.
freaking like Indiana Jones kind of thing, the temple's coming
Come on
down
up,
on
Willow.
you.
Little space cadet.
So can we check out that door up there?
Yeah, give me just 1 second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Be right back.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take it
Second
back to
that
that
P.
too.
Damn, he's been DMing for
Yeah.
straight.
I gotta
Yeah.
do that too.
Dude, I was kind of worried that like with that eye gonna be on your mountain, it was just gonna look at you, plummet to your death. I was gonna be like,
Yes.
damn, that
Yeah.
sucks. See, when I had messaged you, said something about like something. We're talking about doing something. I'm like, do it because I'm gonna hit him with this orb and dust, right?
Yeah.
Like my thought process was, the guy has an eye radius, right, and it's directed where the eye is, right? I was like, how far do I have to fall before I can hop on my mount and then fly underneath him and hit him with it? So it's like when you were
Right.
talking about doing things, I was like, I've got a plan for getting this eye to fucked one way or another, and it was gonna
Mhm.
be, it's like I will jump off into the chasm and fall the distance I need to fall, and then spend a turn flying to the eye to hit him with these, or punch him in the eye to close his eye for a second, to be able to get you to do what you were trying to do, accomplish. It's like I had 3 different plans in my head as Krez. Krez isn't the smartest. He's just like, this will work or it won't. If I fall to my death, whatever.
I was, yeah. When I went to sleep, man, I was just like, all right, I probably have one more round of snags because you fall fast. You fall
do.
fast.
Yeah, because it's 9.8 meters second, 9.8 meters
Oh,
second squared. So
Yeah, and if the thing was still alive at the time, then I would have still been falling
Yeah.
unconscious. I would have
Yeah,
just
you're
taken
talking
full
a
20d6.
it would have been more than a 20d6. You're talking it's 500 feet
Yeah,
up
we're
of
way
this thing.
higher.
We're
Yeah.
700 feet up. There's no surviving that. Insta death. You're a splattered
Yeah.
pancake on. It's like,
He
so like,
probably would have given me one roll with rags to try and get me.
but Rags couldn't because he'd be in the eye. He'd disappear.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, you were dead if you fell off that mountain.
Yeah, it
So
would have sucked.
it's like, but
Would have sucked.
I knew like once I grappled his eye, it's like even if he wanted to, like the next turn I would have been standing on his lip and I would have just slapped him with the dust, slapped him with the sun orb, and then if he survived both, he's still looking dead at me in the face. So he's like, his cone would have been angled down to the point where it wouldn't have been at the level you guys were at. I'm like, I've got this. I will die to save the rest of my team. Nothing they can do about it.
I think that ray just goes through because it's a zone.
Yeah.
Anti-magic.
But
field.
it's a 150-foot cone, but it's
Right.
still only 10 feet high
At the base.
right? So it's like,
Yeah.
if it's angled down, it's still going to be in a degree where if you're 20 feet above him or at eye level, off to the left or right, it's not going to hit.
Yeah, getting in there and surrounding it and just like tag teaming it, that's like the only real honest, true way to get rid of a beholder. You just got to get in there and do it.
Yeah, my entire plan was to get the beholder to face me away from you guys that cast spells or magic to go that route.
Yeah.
So
my thing was that since magic weapons did not freaking work on it, right? It was just to go ahead and continue peppering it with freaking non-magical arrows and a bow, right, from a distance, right? Even if
You
I
hit it
got
with
in close
almost every arrow.
yeah. Even if I got in close, I actually didn't have any non-magical items other than fucking a dagger. Right, so whatever I used would have freaking been null and void as far as magical goes.
are we all ready to go?
Yeah. Checking out that door up top.
There
And
was
you're
2
casting
doors,
what?
right?
It was just one.
Okay.
Well, I detect magic. So just
There's
checking
definitely
off the
a magic.
boxes.
There's magic on this door of some sort.
Is it like a okay? So I'm just gonna do a.
It's like a transmutation spell.
Okay, I will do dispel magic on it at. I think I'm at 5th level right now.
Okay. So you cast dispel magic, and a big thick hits the wall like a big impact. And the door kind of like depressurizes as it opens and swings towards you.
Did I get any feel what might have happened if we had tried to open it without doing that?
Nope.
Okay. Well, it's open. What do we see inside?
Inside, it is a very small room, and sitting in the middle of the room is a small, robotic-looking thing. It almost looks like a big square with legs and comical-looking arms. And as it kind of takes a look at you, it kind of like creaks up and click, click. We
who?
That's all he just kind of like speaks and clicks in words, but you catch like we or us every once in a while when he speaks.
Does it look like a living thing, like a warforged?
It doesn't look so much advanced like a warforged, but you can tell it's sentient in some way.
Okay. All right. If it's sentient, does anybody have like a telepathy? Does Helena have telepathy?
Yeah, Lena might.
I'll come up there and I'll look at this thing. Being as dumb as I am, I think I can understand it better. And I'll get right up to its face and be like, "I'm Krez."
Says we.
If only we
How
had
much does it
a
weigh?
artificer here to fix him.
How much does it weigh?
It weighs maybe like 15 pounds.
I'm gonna pick it up and carry it out of that specific spot that it's in, and lay it out and look at it and be like, "Repair."
Oh, I have message cantrip, so if it understands my language, I can do message to it, and I'll say, "I'm Snags. Nice to meet you. We killed your captor. How can we help you?"
When it speaks back, it's almost like somebody sent you the message back in wingdings. You remember that font?
Mm-mm.
It is essentially just symbols and shapes, and us is one word you recognize.
Symbols and shapes. Okay. This is gonna take some time.
Or we could take
Can
it
it
back
like?
with us.
Yeah, he doesn't breathe. We could easily put him inside the portable hole feasibly. Can it
haversack,
move on
right?
its own or no?
Yeah, as you hold it,
Dwarves actually use runes. Maybe the dwarves might actually be able to figure out what he is or what he's saying.
I don't see her. Could be upstairs. You want to try and take him to one of the dwarves and see what they say?
Yeah.
Okay, it's easy enough. They are
Maybe.
all kind of camped into one area right now. And when you guys bring it over, they kind of seem acquainted with it already. Says, I see you got that duo drone out.
A duo drone?
Yeah, it's an old construct kind of thing. Heard they running around the Underdark. This one seems broken though.
Do you know who might be able to fix it?
I personally don't, but I know clerics might, in their magic, might have some kind of way of unscrambling its memories. That seems to be the only problem.
Hold on. Its problem is its memories.
Yeah,
No,
can't seem to
Snags.
talk.
Snags.
Seems to be something to do with the memory of this creature.
Snags.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if we get its memories back, it might kill us all.
Yeah.
Well, this
Look,
is not my concern at the moment.
that's fine, but I also know somebody that we could take it to repair it. We just have to get back to Waterdeep.
Yeah,
later.
that's a great idea.
Helena, do you mind Can we ask this thing if it minds sitting in a haversack for a little while we work on it?
She's gonna actually do a check of her own on it.
To see whether or not it's organic.
Would a healing magic affect it at
Fuck.
all?
Then do
I'll smush a
I don't
good
know.
berry onto its faceplate.
So she's like, from the history of demon lords that we have, they have pretty good at messing up memories. Maybe if we wait long enough, I can change some of my spells, and maybe I can fix it.
I'm not worried about fixing it. I want to be back, possibly with Lithius, before we worry about this particular thing.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. And
'Cause
she
he can
pulls
repair
out.
it.
She
in the-
pulls out the tiny little sending stone, and she presses the button, and she calls Lithius's mom.
That's fine. Have a conversation, but I don't want to repair it until we contain it if it's hostile.
She takes like 10 minutes doing that. She takes
Which
your
one you got it
acknowledgement,
working? Kill all humans. Kill all humans. Oh shit.
and
Kiss my shiny metal butt.
it takes like 10-15 minutes talking, and finally just kind of, it looks very obviously that she hangs up on Lithius's mom and says, restoration magic will heal this thing, unscramble its memories.
I can do that.
It must be a very powerful spell, by what I've been told. Essentially, she's like, you got to use Greater Restoration.
I have it.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I guess should I do it or should I wait?
Let's wait. Let's put it in the haversack or the portable hole and repair it later. The main thing is going to be we've got probably 10 hours before we can rest, and then day goes by, we can send all these people, at least your goblin companions, home. And I'm sure we could give them direction for the dwarves and the elves. Since
I have
two
1/5
thing.
and 1/6 level spell slot, so I can get rid of a group of them with a couple of teleport spells, but then I gotta sleep before I can do any more.
So we can send some people to places they need to go, and we can direct others our encampment that's building frontline defense against the demons to go there. The main thing is going to be we need to get the eye back, we need to get the egg back to the wizard, and then we need to set out for the other 2 items which will banish the demons properly.
There was feathers from
angels
or a demon's wing.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Thought process wise, getting this guy fixed and repaired and working on his own is a later process. Let's get some of the goblins out. Let's get some of the dwarves and the elves on their way. Granted, tomorrow you can wake up and hand them Goodberry so they can at least have a day's worth of.
Were there any food stores in this place?
Not very much.
Okay.
Like enough to keep them barely fed.
Okay. If we stay here for a couple days, knowing that we can just teleport back instantly, my other spell that I picked up was the mansion one, Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion.
Yeah.
So, and that would feed everybody and keep everybody safe in there while we're waiting for the rest of the teleportation circle spells and stuff.
Okay.
So we can stay in style. So there's 100 people. I can do 2 teleportation circles now, so I'll get the goblins to the shaded breach.
Okay.
and then it'll take another day.
Send the humans and the dwarves to the fort.
Right,
I'd
which
be able to do. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Like-
You'll be able to do what?
I was just thinking per day I'd be able to do 3 teleportation circles. 4 if I used my 7th level spell slot, but we wouldn't have the mansion, and which feeds everybody.
Yeah, no, we want the 7th.
How many people does
So-
that portal takes?
As many they can fit through in like
Teleportation
6
circle.
seconds.
Yeah. So
There might be a half a guy coming through.
I mean, you could
yeah,
imagine
it's
it
just,
can get about 10 people. I think is what like the
Yeah.
limit is. Which is why I was suggesting like the dwarves and the elves, we can send them Underdark. We could send
a
them.
5-foot radius circle.
We can send them, give them directions back to.
You said a 5-foot radius circle.
It's a 5-foot radius circle on the ground inscribed with sigils. Shimmering portal opens or remains until the end of your next turn. So basically, if I was to do it, then it would be open for 1 round and then a 2nd round. So as many people as could fit in there in 2 rounds.
So as many as they can
Any
go
Any
through
creature
12.
entering it instantly appears within 5 feet of the destination circle. So you could fit a lot of people through in 2 rounds. If everybody held their action, you might even be able to fit, I don't know, it's if they like sprint through.
So that's a 5-foot radius circle there.
Yeah, but that's not what matters. Watch Critical Role, you know that they can get 8 people.
I haven't watched that much Critical Role.
Yeah. So basically, when you cast Teleportation Circle, it opens up a portal. Round of combat, which is 6 seconds. They can minimum 8
8.
people through.
Oh,
That's why.
They usually did the tree one though because of the druid.
Wait, no, but I'm talking about a campaign. Caleb always had
Okay,
7 people,
yeah.
7 to 8 people. So it's
Okay.
it's realistically important. If you were to do it, it's gonna take us 3 to get figure 24 per day. You gotta have 100 people teleport. Right, so you're gonna be talking 3 to 4 days, 4 days to 5 days. But like the dwarves make it through the, so can the elves and the drow. Encampment. You just point them in the direction. This is where you find our encampment. Help push back the demons. Good, and then we only have to worry about getting the goblin and maybe the night elves or the moon out where they want to go.
But
And
we need to send some like a group ahead of them to prepare the spot where they're freaking gonna show up at, so that
No, we
way
don't.
they don't get attacked by the enemy
They
by
won't.
the
They
allies.
won't. They literally tell them they're coming from us. Our
So
allies
are
are
you-
going
Snags
to
is
shoot.
chaotic neutral, so he wouldn't care so much about the fact that you've got a bunch of people that are weak, not
Yeah.
geared, and probably won't make it through the Underdark on their own. Even in a group of 20, they would just end up slaves to drow somewhere.
Yeah.
He doesn't care so much about that because life down here is hard, but he does think that we are definitely in need of troops. So if we can send them somewhere they can be put to use, then that's more what Snags would try to position them like a chess piece somewhere.
I have a
Mhm.
question. Are you having this conversation just the adventurers, or are you including the actual slaves in this conversation?
Oh, they can.
We
get a
went,
conversation.
flew up, and was checking out that room with a thing. So we were probably having a conversation while we were up there checking this thing out.
No, we
Okay,
went-
so you guys are
While
having
we're putting it away.
Back down to talk to the dwarves about.
So
Dwarves
yeah,
are at
we
least
did,
around
we
Oh,
us.
did, we
yeah, yeah.
did.
So the dwarves technically they'll speak up as you are making these judgment
Yes.
calls, and they say, "Well, I know for one, most of the drow that are here want to return to Menzo Baranzan. The deep
I
gnomes
spit on the
themselves,
ground
they want to
and
reach.
hiss.
They'd like to reach Blingdenstone, and they're-
So-
if it's possible."
So let me ask you a question, Orf. Want to reach a specific destination? Cool. What are you providing to us to help? Right now, we're giving you out of here, And I don't want to be mean, but like realistically, I don't have to do shit to help you. Just tell you to figure it the fuck out.
All 21 of
Snags
these
is just
dwarves
nodding yes.
have just they've accumulated themselves together, and like they kind of look at each other as you say that, and one in the back nods. He's like an older looking one, and the one that spoke to you turns back and says, "For the kindness that you've done for us, our lives are in your debt."
Okay, so we're working out how we can do what we're trying to do with stop the deep invasion, right? And still help you guys out. So if we have to send you to possible for us to our mission without having a problem, that's what we're gonna do. It doesn't matter what you it matters what
Yes, half water speaks to you. It's like, the fact that they're dwarves, right? They can probably help maneuver the humans through the Underdark, right, to get them to safety, right? That is something at least we can ask of them for the safety, the fact that we released them,
but
right?
we're not even having that conversation. We're having a conversation about using the next 2 days, teleport everyone to our tower to get them out.
Yeah, I only have a couple spots.
So it's like we're working
I
out
don't
how
know
to
a ton of.
handle this and without having to cost us too much time, because every day wasted is a day that the demon is stronger. So and I'll look at Helena at this. You know damn well Helena doesn't want to be down here anymore. Has to waiting for demons. She wants to slaughter every fucking one of them.
Damn
DM,
right.
DM, I turn around to the
Let's-
dwarves. They're like, hey, do you guys have anything that's like makeshift weapons in case you will need them?
Let's just send everybody, including ourselves, back to the wizard, and he will have food to feed these people and have the ability to help them on their way, and it will no longer be our problem.
That sounds like a better idea.
He probably has more knowledge of teleportation circles than I do for sure. I only know 2 as far as I know, maybe 3. So I am limited in where I can send them. So let's just send them where we're going, and then we can figure it out at a different point.
I'm good with that.
Ask them if they. There's an opportunity right now, so we'll go all the way back down. I tell everybody I'm going to go down and do speak with dead on the beholder, and ask it about any secrets or any treasures that are hidden in here before we go anywhere. If that's okay with everybody.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, I'm going to ask him about the mage engine or the maze engine.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, right? Did we check out the rest of the room that this thing was trapped in?
Are you muted, Nick?
No.
So I was.
Nick.
So the room that the duodrome was in was it was barely a closet. That's how big this thing was.
Okay.
But I will say that I did mention that there was an engraved kind of depiction of a beholder on the ceiling, and in this thing's central eye, you can definitely see it from the platform. It is a hole that leads upward.
A hole that can fit a beholder?
A hole that can fit
like a
human.
Okay. I can't visualize it very good.
You guys remember that story about that tavern that has a pit that everybody always goes in there to see whether or not they can win treasure?
What about it?
And it's like
the yawning portal.
Yeah. I think maybe this might be connected to it. I mean, it isn't. It isn't.
How would you know that?
Well, I've been at the tavern before. I've never been down the tunnel though, right? But if it fits a person, right? I mean, this thing's a lot smaller than the tavern portal.
We're not even in the same area. We're like a mile down underground in a different area. That's in Waterdeep. That's in Waterdeep.
Oh, okay. Well, then my geography is off. It would have been cool. It would have been cool.
What's Ulan doing during all this?
Oh, watching, listening.
And about Taco
Push-ups.
Bell.
Push-ups. Nice. Okay, so yeah, you guys have pretty much the whole day because that fight took you. That was essentially your breakfast. So
You have the whole day to work out things.
Yeah, I'm ready for some beholder steaks, man.
I mean, I'll fly back down and start cutting. After he speaks with Dead on, I'll start cutting steaks off of that beholder.
so you're gonna go down and speak with Dead on the beholder.
No, I can't do it today. But I'll do it because I just cast those. I got rid of the goblins. I just teleported them out.
Yep.
To
So
the
the
Shaded
goblins
Breach.
are gone.
So I'm totally bereft of spell slots. So it can be if we stay here for a couple days, then I'll definitely do it first thing in the morning.
Okay.
And just ask it if there's any traps and treasures and such.
Okay. So the way that I'm kind of seeing it right now is that for the next couple days, Snags is going to work sending all of these slaves to a safe area for them to be and get back to where they need to go, recuperate and such. Am I right so far?
I'm just going to send him to the wizard's tower.
Okay.
Abuse the fact that he gave me his
Okay.
circle sigil.
And that's going to take the equivalent of 3 more days, I think, to get all of them.
If he's got
Okay.
3 and he 8, Bruce has goblins of the 21. Yeah.
And first thing after our rest, I'll pop a mansion, Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion. So there's 24 hours of food and whatever, relaxation and comfort, real beds.
Okay. So that results in, if everybody is going forward with this plan, what is everybody else? The rest of you guys have pretty much 3 days of downtime.
Can I level up my
Was there any like
strength?
treasuries or anything?
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, for treasuries.
Any treasure catches that they missed.
As you're doing all this work for the slaves, one of them tells. I'm gonna roll a d10 to figure out who he told.
You know what they were mining? What exactly was their purpose?
So, Snags, you were actually told while you were sending a group of these slaves away. They said, in the ceiling, the Many Eyes would stash loot that they found up there. Might be worth you to look.
Yeah,
And then
that's what we figured. Okay, so we'll search up there after we send everybody, so we don't have to feel like we need to share anything with them. Because I'm chaotic neutral. I'm not good. He's just doing this to get to the chieftain's daughter. That's it. That's the bottom line. You guys are icing on the cake of the adventure.
We're just players. We're just like side people on the quest of your story, right?
He's trying to get married.
You could try and raise your strength score.
Yeah, over 3 days. Like, if I just did a metric fuck ton of push-ups, how many days would...
Now, you don't need to do push-ups, man. If you can just body lift me in full plate armor, deadlift me like
That's
like
not
a
how that
dumbbell.
works.
I'm gonna say that you do push-ups for this entirety of 3 days in like a strict regimen, but you don't see any change.
Fine with me. Continue on.
Sit on his back.
Even with Ulan on his back, he was still just like, Like he had the the upward like resistance of the weight and also downward pressure on him while Ulan is also doing a push up on his back. It just nothing seems to slow him down.
Just made him fart.
For a
Oh,
second, you
God.
feel like you're at the pinnacle of your strength.
I shouldn't be at the pinnacle.
Almost.
I'm not at 20 strength yet. I'm not at the pinnacle. Give me that.
That's right. Like you feel like it, but you know you have more to give.
You're damn right.
And at the end of these 3 days, you finally get the last group sent away. And which one of you guys actually goes up into this hole?
I mean, I'll go up with
Well, I'll cast
Snags.
detect magic and go up there with whoever.
I'm too big.
Yeah. I'll fly up there on
with
my
I'm pretty
arm and
small,
stuff
so-
like that. Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, wait a minute. I give him a rope, right? I unravel my rope, right? I tell him, hey, this is a rope for climbing.
So we're
Might
we're
have to
good.
get
We
up
don't
in
need
there.
it. Thanks.
Yeah, you sure?
We might.
Sure.
Don't be hasty.
Yeah.
He grabs
So-
it.
you cast
Wonder-
detect magic first of all. And yeah, there's definitely some magic up there.
Well,
Something
did
magic.
when I cast Speak with Dead, I asked him if there was traps, if there was treasure, if there was any secrets that we should know about this lair. Did we learn anything, or was he just totally flat and? Well, I featherfalled him down, so.
Okay, so we'll do them. We'll do them one at a time. First question.
The first question is,
Is there any
where
treasure?
is your treasure in the lair?
I have made a likeness of myself in the ceiling. Climb through its eye to find the riches it holds.
Are there any traps along the way to the treasure?
No.
Is there any surprises?
No.
What was your favorite color?
Purple.
I hate purple. I think that was 4 questions.
Mm-hmm.
What is the maze engine?
The maze engine is a great artifact lost to time in the Underdark. Harnessed power of it could be used to destroy the entire world itself. Shake it to pieces. And then he dies again.
That was the first day of casting it. Now, are you going to cut him up and make
I'm gonna make
Steaks out of
steaks
them?
out of them, but like once you cast, you'd have to wait 5 days, is it not, for Speak with Dead again?
I don't
think
know.
you have to
It's
wait a
fine.
little
I
more
didn't
time.
want to. Yeah, I didn't want to talk to it again. So let's go up and check that. So we go up and check that the hole. He said there's no traps. So you said I detected magic though.
Yep.
You just go in.
Yeah, you fly
Are
up
we
through
able-
there.
Mhm.
Or I think if you're on Rags, it'd be close enough for Rags to like fly and
I'd-
push its back up enough for you to jump up there.
If someone goes up with me with a flying apparatus, that would be smarter than being.
I said I
trying
was
to get
going up with
through
you.
it.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
Krez like flies you up there. He's got you on his shoulders, like we're at Disneyland style,
Nice.
and he stuffs you up through the hole. You get up in there, and you take look on a considerable hoard of treasure here.
Nice.
You found that the magic items that were pinging off to you seems to be
Oh,
a red
jeez.
robe adorned with eye-like patterns.
I know what that is.
A gold ish kind of tarnished looking necklace, and what almost looks like a monocle on a stick.
Okay.
You also in this room find 15,000 gold pieces,
Is that it?
1,300 platinum pieces, and 10 assorted gems worth 500 gold pieces each.
Nice.
I'm gonna post this all in loot.
About time that loot Last time it was used
So I'm guessing
was
that's
by
a.
Lithius in
Is that a
July
robe
22nd.
of eyes?
Yeah, 2004.
All right. Well, I'll identify them.
You're gonna
Only
do
take
them
me.
all now.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so the monocle on a stick you identify as a gem of seeing. So it has 3 charges, and as an action, you can speak the gem's command word and expend 1 charge. For the next 10 minutes, you have true sight out to 120 feet when you peer through the gem.
Nice.
The necklace ends up being a necklace of adaptation. While you wear this necklace, you can breathe normally in any environment. And you have advantage on saving throws made to avoid or end the poison condition.
Nice.
The robe is a robe of eyes.
Nice.
It lets you see in all directions. You have advantage on wisdom and perception checks that rely on sight. You have dark vision out to a range of 120 feet. You can see invisible creatures and objects, as well as see into the ethereal plane out to a range of 120 feet. The eyes on the robe can't be closed or averted. Although you can close or avert your own eyes, you are never considered to be doing so while wearing this robe. A light spell cast on the robe or a daylight spell cast within 5 feet of the robe causes you to be blinded for a minute.
So let me ask you a question. So, staring at Medusa, that would probably.
I think that just turns you to stone, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm just saying,
But
you
the
close
robes
your
mean you can't.
eyes.
Yeah, you can't close your eyes if you're wearing the robes.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
Better
Keep
look
them
See in all
good,
eyes
son.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That'd be
not
a
looking.
terrible
I'm
thing to
not
wear.
looking.
That just reminded me of I think it's the first episode of Cowboy Bebop where these guys are doing drugs that they it's like eyedropper shit in your eye.
I like that show.
I love that show too. So yeah, you find all of that inside this treasure hoard.
Where was the he made a statue of himself?
That was it's like he took his disintegration ray and carved a likeness of himself,
There's an
and
etching.
he drew a picture of himself on the ceiling.
Yeah, carving.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. So
No
after
gold or
everybody's
anything
gone
like
and we
that?
found out all its secrets, we can teleport back to the wizard's tower.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. But first of
But it
all,
is
I
the
think,
first time I've used the teleportation. Well, I guess since I know the circle and I'm familiar with it, I shouldn't have any problems.
so give me just one more second. I'm gonna get something else tallied up here really quick.
1 billion experience.
No, don't you know you guys actually get level 40? It's something I made this last night. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Sweet.
Huzzah!
I remember when you used to trade like gold pieces for experience points. Oh my god, that was like the biggest mistake they did.
I
Nah.
did that.
Mm.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's a thought process behind being a DM that it's like even if you have your characters level 20, you just buff the problem solve.
Yeah, yeah. All of a sudden, the freaking nymph is wearing +5 plate mail.
They don't even have to
And
do that. You
checking
just instantly make their
bag of
AC
depends.
18, them an extra X amount of HP, and then if they do if it's like a +4 to hit, you just make it a +8 to hit, and you make it to where
Yeah.
you negate the level 20 by all your players just buying level 20.
Okay, so yeah, I got you that sent out. There's a tag in Abyss chat for you guys.
1500 GP, 1300 PP, platinum pieces,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a sword.
No, 1,300 severed penises.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. So wait, so that's 13,000 gold pieces. So it's a total of 2,800 gold pieces divided by the 5 of us. Am I not mistaken?
I think so.
Because it's 10. It's 1,300 times 10 because 10 gold pieces equals 1 platinum. So
Yeah.
it's 13,000 gold pieces for the platinum plus 15,000 gold pieces makes 28,000. So take numerical value of 28,000.
That's 5,600 apiece.
Yeah,
Well, the real
5,600
question
gold.
is, No, the real question is how much we're gonna share with the captives.
None.
None. You guys made it a purpose to fucking send them away first.
So you just add. Everybody gets 5,600 gold pieces, right? And then everybody gets 1 gem worth of 100 gold pieces because there's or no, there's 10, so 2. So now I just have 9 of those. Boom.
Gold, how much?
Nice. So you're getting
Yeah, we gotta check
5,600
out our
gold,
we gotta check out our
5,600.
spellcasters who need gems
Right.
too, you know.
yeah, but we get 5,600 gold pieces each, and then 2 gems worth. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 2 gems,
500 gold each.
5 each. So it's basically another 1,000 gold. But make sure you just
1,000.
do that or add it in as a custom item.
Yeah. What color's the gems?
Let's see. One of them's blue. There's 3 of them that are orange. One of them that's like a brownish, orangish kind of color. 2 red ones. The rest of them are diamonds.
Wait, 1,400 experience, 14,000 experience. Nice.
I'll take an
What
orange
was,
and the
what was the
brown
breakdown
orange
of the
one.
loot?
I posted it in the loot channel, Jose.
Yeah.
Uh, so I'll post
That
the simplified
literally
version.
put us like, well, I don't know what the XP was for me before I leveled up, because again I fucked up my experience. But like, we're now 6,000 experience away from leveling to.
Nice.
Is it wait? Is it 14,000 experience each or total?
I'm sorry, what?
You
Was
all
that
get
yeah.
14,000 experience. Is that each or total?
Shit, I fucked that up too.
Ah.
Give me just 1 second, do some math. You each get, I'm gonna update it. It's gonna be 2,800.
Okay, so now I need to set myself back to level.
I'm
and
so
then
sorry.
add 2,800. Okay. Because that made a difference. So I was like, damn, I'm almost level 14 off of 1 fight. That's a lot of experience.
You said that, and my DM sense in the back of my head was like, "That's a red flag. That shouldn't fucking happen. They just leveled up last session."
No.
Lithius, I'll defer to you and Helena next session on those other items, the necklace of adaptation and revise. None of that works for me, so I don't care.
So either way, you guys are going back to the Wizard's Tower, right?
Yes.
Arise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm assuming the 5,600 gold pieces is included with the 1,300 platinum pieces, just broken down to
Yeah, it's
Correct.
just broken
It's
down to
gold
gold.
pieces.
It's
Okay,
just
I
broken
got
down
it.
to
I
gold
got it. I
pieces.
got it. I just wanted to make sure I was reading that right.
It's 5,600
You-
gold pieces total to everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
So he,
Awesome.
you guys teleport to Vizarin's Tower.
First time teleporting, guys.
Upon getting there, you
Pick up next
are
time at the
expecting
next
to
session.
You were expecting to see a lot of these slaves, but upon getting there, seems there's no trace of them.
What's it? Whoa, wait a minute.
That's a cliffhanger for next session.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm gonna leave it.
Since we stayed there for a few days, could I have done a greater resto on that dude? Or nah, we'll just do it next time. It's fine.
You could have done it on this last day.
Yeah. I'll spend I think it's 100 diamond dust.
So yeah,
Oh.
he is somewhat fixed by that. It seems like the sputtering of himself has seemed to have leveled out, and he kind of has an audible kind of chug emerging from him, kind of like a small motor that's just been left running.
Nice.
It kind of just sounds like a generator as he walks by most of the time. Says, "Thank you, friend. We really thank you for that. It's hard to talk like that."
You're a strange one.
Mr. Grinch.
Nice. You'd be the
Sorry.
strange one.
Right.
What
Yeah.
are you?
I am Duodrone 28.5. I was lost from my party. We were separated from the Great March. Then we started freaking out a little bit, didn't know what to do. And then you found us.
Well, we'll do what we can to send you on your way.
Okay. You know where the orderer is? I can
I
tell
do
you
not.
where he is.
Can you do it and tell us in 4 minutes? It's almost 8 o'clock.
I can tell you. And he sits like he kind of like his face. He has like a little display screen. It goes blank for a second, and it comes back within like 2 seconds. And he's like, "There is an orderer approximately 285 miles south of our present location."
No, that can't be right.
So we'll try to remember that next session. 256
mean-
miles south.
Actually,
Duo drone. Go ahead.
Actually, I did that math wrong. It's more like 500 miles south.
God damn it.
Well, I just learned how to teleport, and if I try to teleport you to a random location that I don't know at all, you'll end up on the moon. And so you'll just have to be patient and hang with us until we can
That
figure it out.
doesn't sound bad.
better.
Can I go to the moon?
Sure. Bye. Click.
Not today. All right, guys, that was awesome. I'm glad we
Yep.
lived.
Catch y'all in 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
Look, you were worried for nothing. Snags, you worried for nothing.
Snags is a warrior.
And
He has a lot of
we took 18 points of damage that entire fight. Everybody, I want you, anybody that ever watches this on YouTube, wants you to know that the next session, if we're all dead, it's because I ran my mouth.
Yep.
That's exactly why. All right, catch y'all
All right,
later.
guys. Yeah,
You
I
guys
gotta
have a
get to
good
bed.
night.